Jimmy McNulty was going to be the first Division I football player to ever come out of his small Montana high school. During his sophomore and junior seasons, he had established himself as the best dual threat quarterback in the state and was closing in on D1 offers from nearby schools. But in the summer before his senior year of football, something happened that changed everything. Jimmy was sliding into home plate during a baseball game when the opposing team's catcher stepped on his throwing hand and broke it badly. The injury took a long time to heal, and Jimmy just wasn't able to throw the ball the same as before. It looked like his dreams of being a D1 quarterback were dead. But Jimmy wasn't going to give up. He made the tough decision to convert to playing cornerback, a position that he could still play effectively through his injury, and it quickly became apparent that he had the talent to be a lockdown DB. Not only was he athletic and tall, he took all he'd learned from mastering the quarterback position and used it to his advantage on defense. Going into his senior season of high school, Jimmy's going to have to start from a clean slate as a recruit at his new position, and we'll see if he can make enough of an impression to get some offers. And even though Jimmy's starting back from square one on the recruiting trail, he's still got a lot of big names on his list. He's looking to make a splash at cornerback. And here we go. This is my first look at College Football 26 Road to Glory. I love that they added this walkout thing. I of course wish we could play a full high school season this year, but the big thing I wanted was for them to bring back this camera angle, and thankfully they did as we get a little tackle there. Kind of seems like teams love to run the ball in this game, and they're going to go right up the middle here. Give me that again. So Jimmy showing some solid defensive instincts early on, and on 3rd and 7, look at the box up man coverage. That was too easy. So we succeed in our first moment getting an easy stop. Y'all know that's not enough for me though. I'm trying to get the picks and baiting this up. He's just going to throw it over the middle, and my teammate's actually going to get one. Okay. Headed into the 3rd quarter, we're down by 3 though, and I just want this quarterback to test me one time, but he keeps on getting sacked. And headed toward the end of this game, Jimmy still hasn't gotten tried a single time. That's going to change here though. They ran the bubble screen, and man, I wish we could have jumped that sooner. We do get the tackle though. All right, we'll take any kind of action though, and going with the slants here. They try him again, and once again, we just have to get the tackle. That did feel like a couple of missed opportunities, but after a big sack, we're going to get a 4th down. Let's see if they try Jimmy here. He is not scared of this wide receiver, but they go to the seam, and what are we doing, defense? That could lose us the game right there. They're in field goal range. We're going to need a goal line stand here, and they're going to the end zone. Our other side cornerback gets burnt, and dude, Jimmy's teammates sold. So unfortunately we take the L, but they're seeing the potential. We get an offer from Ball State, Rice, Georgia State. Okay, this is going pretty well so far. By the way, I love how they changed up the loading screen in this game. It looks so much better. Unfortunately, Jimmy's top choice in Utah says they're not quite interested in him yet. Hopefully he can make an impression in these last 3 games. And man, now we got to play an option team. That is gross. Alex is asking Jimmy if he's going to homecoming. Sorry, Alex, the grind never stops. We're going to work with the trainer. Looks like that'll give Jimmy +5 tackle for the upcoming game. So hopefully we can make something happen against this option team here, and they are actually going to pass the ball. Give me that tackle. I would think they probably throw it again on 3rd and 9, right? Yep. Okay, let's see what we got. Looks like a corner route, and man, the pressure just hits so fast. We've apparently got some damn 5 stars on this D line, and they're going with an option here. Sit the hell down, bro. We love to see some big hitting ability from the former quarterback, and they're trying to go our way here. We get off that block beautifully, not able to make the tackle, but still some nice team defense there. I think Jimmy's definitely showing some football IQ in this game, and here we get into the backfield again. Sit down. You're not running me over this time. Playing against the option is more fun than I thought, not gonna lie. We're locking these dudes up. It looks like the game's just decided we're gonna be losing this game though. I haven't been on the field for any of these touchdowns, and Jimmy tasked with making a big tackle here once again, gets him in the backfield. That's huge. And they're going for a 4th down. Looks like our last chance for a stop. Gotta lock him down in man coverage here, and of course we do. This has been a pretty much perfect game from our boy. And it didn't even tell me if we won, but after that game we get an offer from BYU, okay, Eastern Michigan as well, NIU, Wazoo. Now we're looking pretty good. Liberty. Jimmy's inching towards becoming a 4-star recruit. And okay, we got an offer from Hawaii as well after the advance, UNLV. The offers are just raining in at this point. We got a visit from BYU coming in. Okay, so we head into game 3, and honestly dude, it's pick or bust in this one. We played great defense so far, but I'm gonna need to see a pick 6 or something. Hopefully we see a more pass heavy offense in this one, and oh, they threw the screen. I was just a half second late on it. So sadly we miss our big chance at a pick there. Still good defense, but I'm not gonna be satisfied till we take one to the end zone. And that game turned out to be pretty lame. Didn't get tried apart from the first play, and I hate that it doesn't even like let you see the score afterward. We do get that big time offer from Utah we've been waiting on though. We'll see if any more enticing offers come in. And just like that, we're already at senior night. High school goes fast in this game. In all, I've had fun with the high school experience on this game. I just want a little bit more. Like, let me play like 10 games or something. I just want to make sure we get a pick on senior night. All right, let's see what we got here. 3rd and 6. Quarterback's going to take a sack and fumble. Can we go pick this up? No, the big man's got it. I was hoping to get a tackle for a safety, but we get tripped up. Somehow he gets out of the end zone. Okay, so a weird way to start off senior night for sure. Desperately trying to bait something up on 3rd down. These quarterbacks just don't want to test Jimmy. I think they might have made the quarterback logic a little bit better in this game. And here on third down, he's running right to a sit down. At least we've been getting some good hits and stuff. And on fourth down, they're running to the other side. Dude breaks a tackle and gets into our territory. Up by 6. We got to clutch up for sure. Trying a little cover 2 here. Oh, throw me that. They got to test me at least one time this season, right? I'm beating it up on 3rd and 30. Our pressure's too crazy though. All right, 4th and 42. Come on, just chuck it to me one time, quarterback. That's all I want, bro. All I want. Come on, give me that. Oh my God, Jimmy, you had your one shot at a pick and you dropped it. That's crazy. Still though, a clutch play on senior night to shut down the last play of the game. We'll take it. We get an offer from ASU, Boise State, Colorado, some of the teams we've been waiting on all year, TCU as well, Toledo, UConn, Washington, Jacksonville State. So they actually still don't have us as a 4-star recruit though. And here we go. The time has come for Jimmy's signing day. His top 3 on the table. We've got Utah, BYU, and ASU. And we are gonna go to Utah for year 1 of Jimmy's career. Hopefully gonna be one to remember. Let's get it, man. Love this commitment screen. Honestly, all the graphic details in this game just look great so far. As it looks like Penn State won the national title. Interesting. And goddamn, they got us starting out at cornerback 5. That's crazy. Looks like we do have a nice little dorm room. I think we're gonna get up on that depth chart quick though. Jimmy's coming in at a hot 95 speed, 97 acceleration. We do have to work on the hands and stuff for sure, as we saw in that senior game. And first practice of the year, here's my question. Why is this DB drill so zoomed out, dog? Like, just give me the normal camera angle for this, obviously. I'm not gonna lie, Jimmy's kind of getting cooked so far. This number 1 dude is fast. Locking up in the back of the end zone here though, and we will get the first pick of the day for Jimmy. Hasn't been a great first practice, but on the crosser route here, we're gonna get another one. Okay, we're trying to figure it out. So silver on the first practice, not too bad at all. And Jimmy's academic advisor hitting him up for the first time. Thank you, man. I guess we should probably start studying just a little bit here, but most of my focus is gonna be on the training for sure. With the way this depth chart is setting up, we can't just be having run-of-the-mill practices. Thankfully, Jimmy definitely making an impression, showing that he can bait up quarterbacks. We've already got gold on this drill going into the last play, and we lock up the QB. That should hopefully boost up our coach trust a ton, and we're starting to get close to challenging for that cornerback 4 job. Okay, so first game, you know, we're not going to play in this one most likely, but at least we get to run out with the team, and this entrance is awesome. It definitely upped the presentation in this game. I love this. Hopefully our team puts a crazy beat down on FCS and the backups get in, but they're actually giving us a pretty good game, it looks like. We are thankfully going to end up getting out of there with a win. I feel like we got to get our leadership points up a little bit here going into week 3. Looks like that has a big impact on our coach trust. Our next game is going to be a little bit tougher than FCS. We're taking on Arkansas, and this one's not going as well. Looks like they need Jimmy out there, and it looks like we're going to lose this one. Tough loss in our first real game of the season, and I bet those 3rd and 4th string cornerbacks got burnt, man. And damn, dude, what did they do to West Virginia on this game? They're 67 overall. Thankfully, we are able to get a dub against this scrubby team, but it was actually pretty close. And here's the moment I was waiting for. Audrey did us dirty last year. We're going to stand her up and go with a sorority sister. Jimmy's going to do things right going into his freshman year of college. Unfortunately, looks like that one backfired on him. But okay, fan favor activated. Seems a little conflicting there. And okay, I could be wrong, but I think if we do well in this practice, we're going to get to challenge for the next cornerback job. We got to box up here, and that should be a pick, but who the hell is this receiver? He didn't even get tackled. Apparently, we have some damn dogs on our offense. Not sure exactly why they've got Jimmy playing linebacker in practice, but it looks like this is going pretty well so far. We do end up getting silver. We'll see what that does to the coach trust. And okay, we're past the other cornerbacks, so I don't see why we shouldn't get a position battle here. And we're headed to overtime against Colorado in our next week, and looks like we got out of there with a dub. That's a big time conference win. I don't know why they're not showing us the score. 23-21, must have won in like triple overtime or something. We head into rivalry week, still no position battle. I don't know what's going on exactly. Maybe we just have to get our coach happiness a little bit higher or something. So we're gonna kind of skip ahead to when we get this position battle, just checking out the scores of these games and stuff. And this is a big one. This one looks like it's gonna go down to the wire, down 3 in the 4th quarter, and offense ties it up. We're going to overtime again, and another OT dub. The team looking pretty good in Big 12 play. Sadly, the win streak does come to an end with a loss against Arizona. And unfortunately, even though I studied a little bit, we did not do so hot on the exams. 2.2 GPA, yikes. And okay, now Mackenzie's hitting us up. I really want to go to this party, but at this point where we're out with the coach trust, I really don't think we can risk it. The good news is, at this rate, we can get onto the field and still redshirt this season, as we do unfortunately take another another loss to Iowa State. And hey, things are looking up. Ricky Slick's Barbershop giving us an NIL offer. We will take it. And going into the end of the season, this team is on a slide, fell just short of our third overtime win. And yes, finally, going into the end of the season, Jeremy has earned a position battle for the cornerback 4 job. This would make him cornerback 2 going into next year. We have got to perform in these stupid drills. And we got Jeremy's specialty, the DB battle, but he drops the first interception. Luckily, we don't have to do a whole lot in this one, and we're already getting the score to beat. So we win drill number 1, going into drill number 2. I actually haven't done this one this season. Hopefully it goes, oh god, okay. I have not tackled yet in this game. This is not good. Gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive than that. Thankfully we get this one. All right, come on, Jimmy. You haven't done this since high school, buddy, and god damn, we're slow. I thought we were 95 speed. All right, toss play. Come on. God, dude, this guy is juking me out of my shoes. I don't know what to do. Gotta start dive tackling. Okay, yeah, dive tackling's the move. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this. I'm absolutely terrible at this drill. If I get a tackle for loss, though, I could maybe win it. It's gotta be on this one, and we almost had him in the backfield, but he spins us out of our shoes. Okay, they're giving us one more shot, though. Can we get it? Let's go. We win the position battle. I didn't think we had a shot. Okay, and we got one more. This one looks pretty easy. I think we should be okay. It's looking like Jimmy is gonna win the position battle, and we have officially done it. I know cornerback 4 might not seem like that much of an upgrade, but I think we could maybe get some playing time in the bowl game if we get lucky. Unfortunately, we're gonna take a season closing loss to Cincinnati, but we should be bowl eligible. For some reason, right after that position battle though, Lincoln Riley's saying that the coaching staff's not happy with us. By the way, Lincoln Riley's the Utah coach, what? Thankfully we got C's on the final exams. That should be enough to get us by. And I don't know why the coaches are so unhappy with Jimmy. He's been an excellent leader. He's been working hard in practice. What more could they want from him? And another weird thing, Rocco Bett, the former Iowa State quarterback, wins the Heisman on Clemson, threw for 47 touchdowns, 4,300 yards, as we take on Nebraska in the Cheez-It Bowl here. It would be beautiful if we got a shot to do something here in the Cheez-It Bowl. It's a perfect opportunity, coach. You know this is an exhibition game. Let's see what happens here. Coming down to the wire, we're up by 8, and yep, no time on the field for Jimmy. We do get the dub in the Cheez-It Bowl though. And at the end of Jimmy's first season, the transfer portal seeming tantalizing for sure, but we've worked so hard to get up on the depth chart. We're gonna stick around. Looks like Georgia won the national title this year. But this is unbelievable. In the off season, apparently Utah picked up some transfers and Jimmy is still number 4 on the depth chart. But okay, despite still being cornerback number 4 on the depth chart, they are letting Jimmy get in this game against Wyoming. He's gonna have a chance to make an impact and runs the running back down, getting an assisted tackle on the first play. Nice job by Jimmy to take advantage of the opportunity. And Jimmy was off the field for pretty much the whole game after that, but comes in a critical moment. Quarterback's taken off and just slides down. They're gonna take him right back off. But somehow defense got the stand and we do get the dub against Wyoming. We'll take it, I guess. We got 1 tackle on the day. But I guess coach saw enough after that game that we're getting a shot at cornerback 3. We win this, the opportunity for playing time should increase significantly. They're just starting off with this easy tracking drill thing. I do think one thing they can improve is the drills for DBs in this game. They're kind of lame to be honest. At least make the DB battle one like a zoomed in camera angle. First challenge was pretty easy. Now we got the one that almost killed us last time. Just got to be a little bit more confident with the dive tackles. I think they're going off the left. We're going to have to track him down, but we do get the tackle. All we got to do is get a few tackles for loss and we should be good. Like that one there got us a lot of points. The best move in this drill is definitely to be aggressive and just attack at the line, and we should be good to go on this one too. And Jimmy's actually getting the hang of this one. We might even get gold. We've started locking this running back up, and I'm pretty sure we've already won the position battle since we won 2. Let's win this one for good measure though. This is kind of a weird one. We're rushing the passer, which I don't think Jimmy's gonna have to do too often. Drill's been easy enough so far though, 2 easy sacks. Just gotta get one more and we should be good, and Jimmy is officially cornerback number 3 it looks like. Alright, so pretty easy position battle. This should get us on the field a ton, and actually that gets us up even to cornerback 1, so we should be able to challenge for that job too. Now we got a big game against Miami, one of the best teams in the game it looks like at 89 overall. After almost losing to Wyoming, I'm a little bit nervous about this one. This is actually going to be a neutral site game, and Jimmy's going to be able to walk out onto the field for the first time, knowing that he's actually going to play in this one. A big moment for the boy. Okay, so Jimmy's first action is going to come partway through the first quarter. Looks like just a slants play. Ooh, I thought they were coming right at us, and dude actually breaks out of Jimmy's tackle. I really wish we were able to audible out of these plays, but they're going over the middle, and our linebacker linebacker gets an interception. You know what? We'll take this because this is good for Jimmy's coach trust. And that's going back to the crib for a pick six. Okay, so an early 10-0 lead. We're seeing the field a ton right now. And oh, they just went with a screen there. Jimmy's not quite able to get there in time, and we got to work on the tackling. It's funny because that was actually Jimmy's strength in high school. We are at least going to get an assisted tackle here. And the playing time's actually been really good in this one. Jimmy's pretty much functioned as the second cornerback in this game, has come out for a few plays, but he's been able to pick up some tackles. Things are going shockingly well against Miami right now. It's 17-7 in the third quarter. This one looks like it's going to come down to the wire. We got a 3rd and 1 here, and oh my god, they're running a screen right to Jimmy. No, he pulled it. That could have been crazy if we got a pick six. This is kind of a scary situation for a redshirt freshman to be in, honestly, as they just go screen there. Oh man, we're the last line of defense. Jimmy is going to try to hit stick him. He just bounces right off though. Come on, defense, just got to hold strong one time here. They're going with a run right up the middle. Nothing we can do about that, and coach is going to take Jimmy off the field. And Miami tied it up. They got the ball right back too. We'll just have to see what happens here. They're going for the seams, just killing our cover 3, and they took us off the field again. We're in overtime. Man, this is weird when we're like not on the field for half the plays. Okay, overtime. We're up by 6. Need to come up clutch, and oh my god, Jimmy's getting tried in the back of the end zone. He was cooked. This camera angle's a little bit weirder than I thought. You can't really see where the ball's going, and we're in the cover 2. They're just gonna cook us to the sideline. Man, Miami comes back to get the win, and kind of a tough look for Jimmy. Wasn't his fault that touchdown was given up, but still. And damn, Lincoln Riley coming down hard on Jimmy after his first game. Tough love, I guess. That just means that Jimmy's gonna have to redouble his efforts in practice, and he is locking up these receivers. A couple of interceptions in this one, and we've got the elusive gold stamp. And we are in fact starting to get close to that cornerback 1 job, as right on cue we got a position battle for cornerback 2. This is a big one. We win this, we're on the field pretty much all game. Thankfully, these position battles have been pretty easy so far. We're gonna win the first drill like pretty much right away. And here on the crossing route, we'll add yet another pick. Man, I would love to see one of those picks in a game, but we'll take them in practice too. Now we got this silly gap drill. This one should be pretty easy. We get stuck on the things and we still have more than enough time to tackle him. I don't know, Jimmy might just be a secret legend as a pass rusher. He even forces the fumble on that one. And with 1 rep left, this is actually pretty close. We're gonna have to sack the quarterback here. We got stuck and we get the sack, but I guess that wasn't enough. Okay, thankfully this drill should be easy. No funny business here, man. Come on. Hopefully they didn't make this harder. And as long as we only needed to win 2 out of 3, we should be good. Okay, yes, we do win the position battle. The cornerback 2 spot is Jimmy's after all. And we're just in time for a huge road game against Texas Tech. And these boys throw the ball a lot, so it should be a huge opportunity for Jimmy's first pick. He actually gives up the completion there though. And once again, just gotta work on that tackling. We got the stop anyways, but I'm pretty sure offense turned it over because they got the ball on the goal line. Nice little tackle for loss though. Let's see what they do here. They're running right up the middle. We got a shot at him, but he cuts it back inside. Too easy. As T-Top noted in his videos, one of the weird things about playing cornerback is it's so easy to lose coach trust, even if you don't technically do anything wrong. You can have an F just because your team gave up some yards, and we're gonna give up some more yards here. Jimmy has a shot at a tackle, and thankfully we'll get in there. Offense hasn't been great so far. This should be a shot at something here though on 3rd down. Need that first pick for Jimmy, but we just get the sack. Okay. The first pick of college football 26 has definitely taken longer than I anticipated to happen, and this game really is not going so hot so far. Offense has decided to do nothing, and for some reason we keep getting taken off the field. Like we're gone for the whole rest of the game apparently. And we take another loss to Texas Tech. 2 tackles from Jimmy. This has been a disappointing season so far. We're gonna have to make something happen against Arizona State. Need to bounce back, and oh my god, that should have been our first pick. Wasn't sure if they were still gonna throw the flats in this game or not, but this game already has a better feel to it. They're going up the middle here. We get a nice little tackle, and maybe, just maybe, we can actually put up some stats today. Guarding the slot here though, and man, I got a lot to get used to. I'm not used to being on this side of the field. Our coverage really has not been ideal so far, and Jimmy must be on a short leash because after 1 completion allowed, coach sat him for the entire rest of the first half. Let's see what we can do here on 3rd and 9. They're coming out in a bunch formation. Jimmy's guy running a slant. They're just chucking it deep, and we thankfully get the swat. All right, well, our score is up to a D. I guess that's a little better. We're clinging on to a small lead headed into the 4th quarter, and tell me how Jimmy's getting outrun by a damn tight end. We do eventually track him down for a tackle, but coach is going to take us off the field for the rest of the game. It looks like we are going to come back on in overtime, but damn, that is frustrating. Like I said, short leash, and they're going with a tunnel screen here. This could be trouble. This is going to be a crib call. Arizona State gets a touchdown, and offense can't respond. What a rough season so far. Another measly 2 tackle game from Jimmy. Uh-oh, did they take our position away or something like that? Bro, we've been demoted. Are you kidding me? We're back down to freaking cornerback 3. Lincoln Riley just hates Jimmy. I don't know what Jimmy did, but he's just going to keep on getting good grades, keep on being a leader. Hopefully we can make a play play on the field eventually. It's times like these where I wish I chose to just play an easy position like quarterback or running back, but the grind is going to make it that much more worth it when we start balling out. And I guess that we better pray to God for a good game against TCU, because if we mess up here, I don't know what's going to happen to Jimmy. One interception game, that's all I want. They're going to run the ball and coach takes us off the field. Look at that. Minus 15 coach trust because we gave up a 2-yard gain. That's crazy. They got to patch coach trust, bro. It's nuts out here. We're going with a speed option. We're trying to get off the block, and we will eventually get out of there and string it out. Give me that tackle. We got a little stadium pulse going as well, and finally over here on the right side, let's see what we can do. Okay, that's a curl. Come on, man. Throw me that damn ball. We do get the stop, though. The crowd's going nuts. Well, this game got off to a better start, but offense has once again not been able to do anything, even though we're at home. We got a 3rd and 16, though, manned up against the tight end. This seems like it should be a perfect opportunity. Quarterback's just going to launch that thing. Please no catch here. Thankfully, we swatted away. If he had caught that, my coach trust would have been back down a freaking F. Okay, we got a 3rd down. TCU's going empty. Come on, quarterback. Throw me the ball. We're all over that slant, and he just takes the sack. I've noticed there's a lot of sacks from the defense in this game. We will take what we can get, I guess. Still nothing from offense, though. Those boys truly are useless in this one. We're down 17-0. We do get a nice little tackle there, though. Gotta say, I feel like the opportunities for the cornerback position have been pretty limited. And offense at least gets 3 points, I guess. The good news is defense has been playing well with Jimmy on the field, so we're at a B+. And picking up another 3rd down stop. Come on, Ho. Okay, ask and you shall receive. It's a 1-score game. Now what, defense? Now we're gonna give up a huge game. Jimmy was out of position, and the run comes right at his spot. Our coach trust still at an A- for some reason, though. I guess that's good. Short gain will bring up a 3rd and 19. Don't take us off the field on 3rd and 19. Come on. All right, well, TCU scored. Offense turned it over, and this one might as well be done. TCU will just barrel into the end zone. So another depressing loss, and another 2-tackle, 0-pick game from the boy. At least, though, at least the coach gave us a B+ today. That's actually big. We have thankfully earned yet another position battle. Y'all tired of watching position battles yet? I'm kind of tired of doing them. We got to lock in, though. They're starting us off with the toughest drill. At least got to pick up a few tackles here. And this one's not going great. Come on, man. They're going with the pitch, and they juke us out. Might be screwed in this first one. Need 2 quick tackle for losses, and yeah, we might actually lose the position battle, dude. All right, come on. DB battle. This is our specialty. They're starting it off with a corner route, and we dropped the pick. Still should be enough to win as long as we don't mess up too much. And oh my god, was that a one-handed pick? I didn't know you could do that in this game. All right, that was pretty sick. That alone should win us the position battle, in my opinion. All right, last drill, and we got this reaction test. This is like a bailout, and we are back to being cornerback too. And at this point, the stands are empty. If we don't get a dub in this game, boys, the bull hopes might be dead. Okay, but offense actually did something. Maybe today's the day. Starting it out with a nice little assisted tackle, or at least I thought so. They didn't credit me. We actually lost coach trust for giving up a 1-yard gain that we helped with the tackle on. That's crazy. Give me something on 3rd down here, quarterback. Look at that coverage. We get the sack. Okay, truly a good start this time. We're up 10-0. And they run a bubble screen right to us. We can't quite get to it. And once again, got to improve that tackling. I gotta say, there is much more play diversity in this game. Makes it a lot harder as a cornerback. We do thankfully get another stop. Not a lot of action. We're up 17-0 though. Jimmy kind of falling asleep at the wheel, giving up the inside completion, but does lay down the hit. Okay. And this might really be our chance at a pick. They got 16 seconds left before half. We're gonna bait up the deep ball. Quarterback gets it out quick though. I would trade my soul for an interception here, man. What do we got? They're going with a curl. Dude, getting back, like once you bite on a curl in this game is impossible. And of course they take us off the field for the Hail Mary. Come on, coach. Still not a bad half though. Looks like we're finally gonna get a dub and we get another tackle. But sadly, nothing else happened in that game. We get out of there with a win, but individually it's just a copy and paste of our last few games. Next up is Kansas State, and all I'm gonna say is please game. Please, give me something here. Quarterback's gonna throw the ball right over my head. I thought we maybe had a shot at that. We got 3rd down. Come on. What do we have here? Deep ball? Okay, please throw it to me, dude. Nope, they go to the other side. We get a nice swat, though. We're just hanging on for dear life to this 2nd-string cornerback job. Run up the middle, and they get a big gain. And coach just took us off the field all the way up to the 4th quarter. Like, it's not my fault we're giving up these big gains. I swear to God, coach, it's not my fault. If we don't catch a pick, I bet he demotes us again after this. They're gonna run it again. Please, defense. Thank you. Looks like a play action pass. And, oh, he's going to run a comeback. I should have seen that coming. That's probably going to take us off the field for the rest of the game. Let's see what happens. Kansas State is going to take the lead and win it. This is just making me want to bang my head against the wall right now, guys. Our coach just hates us so much after that one. It's crazy. He's going to say something crazy to us. Just wait. Just wait. Okay, maybe we're not getting benched. Oh, nope. Psych. It says CB3 next to our name. And we were demoted just in time for a game against our rival BYU. This could be the game where something good finally happens to us, boys. You just never know. And they're going to the outside here. Okay, tackle for loss. That's the best play of Jimmy's freaking career so far. And maybe, just maybe, we can parlay that into another big play here. Trying to bait up the deep ball. Okay, we get a sack. Ended up being a pretty good half despite the lack of action. And once again, pretty much just nothing happened for the rest of that game. But we do get the dub. Jimmy looks happy even though he freaking sucks as a redshirt freshman. By the way, it's 3:30 p.m. I haven't eaten lunch. I've just been playing this game since it dropped. I've decided I'm going on a hunger strike until I catch one interception. Will they ever throw it my way? Okay, receivers coming in motion. They finally do throw it our way, and we've got a chance to make a tackle, but of course, miss it. This is like the most I've ever wanted to throw a controller into the wall, guys. Right now, just enjoy me getting angry. I promise I'm going to get better at this game. By the time this dude's a senior, he's going to be catching 30 picks a year. But right now, I would just settle for one at this point. I mean, every time I've got something blanketed, we just get a sack. Okay, 3rd and 10 here. They actually have me on the right side of the field for once. I can't explain it, but I'm just so much more comfortable here, and they just dump it off. Okay, at least we get the stop. Okay, this game's not too bad so far. We got a solid B in our coach trust, and they're coming right here our way. Sit down. Oh man, that felt good. Very cathartic to get a big play after struggling this much. And what are they doing here? Okay, a little corner out. They just dump it off. 3rd down. Come on, throw me the ball, man. No, of course they take us off the field there. This game has been an absolute rock fight. We're down 14-6. Need to stop here on 3rd and 10, and they're going to the flat. Of course, I'm not quite there. We do get the tackle though. And please, offense, just give us one touchdown. They got nothing for us. We don't do something soon, we're gonna drop to 3 and 6. I actually have a 3rd down. We're just in the flat, and they drop it off over the middle too easy. Another zero mistake game where we're down to like a D+ rating. And the crazy thing is, our defense hasn't even been bad. We've been keeping this team in the game. And coach takes us off the field. We end up taking the loss. 3 games left, boys. 3 games left to make a pick happen. Let's see what we can do, dude. We just need coach to leave us on the field. We've got an early 2nd and goal here, watching for the screen. Oh, please, bro. Oh my God. I'm gonna brick my controller. I literally knew it was coming too. This is not good, guys. We need like a red zone pick or something. We get down to F. Coach might just take us out for the rest of the game. And let's see. They're going with a toss. Oh, please, please. Thank you. Thank you. We needed that so bad, dude. Still looks like we're gonna get taken off the field here, though. Okay, we're back up to a D. We'll take it. They're gonna go over the middle, though, and that's gonna put us back at an F. Throw a deep ball. Throw me a pick. I will be forever grateful. For real. Is that to me? It was to me. I couldn't even see the damn ball. At least it wasn't a freaking completion. This quarterback's gotta have mercy on me, bro. He's gotta have mercy on me. We got the flat zone here. He's throwing it over the middle, and finally, it's gonna be our first pick of college football 26. Let's take this to the crib. Please, bro. Please, the quarterback is gonna hawk it down, but I feel so good. Thank God, boys. I feel like the seal's gonna break open now. Things are just gonna change for this whole series. I actually can't believe it took us this long. We're back on the field. They're going with a play action. Oh man, I want to bait this up so bad. We probably couldn't have gotten a pick there. I was too scared of losing coach trust. But offense gets a touchdown. We need to win this game to stay bowl eligible, by the way. And they're going play action again here. Oh no, big gain for the Knights. Coach is taking us off the field here though. Please don't give up a touchdown, defense. Okay, they didn't. Looks like offense just gave them the ball right back. We got to make sure we don't give up any BS here. Oh man, where's our purple zone over there? And they took us off the field again. UCF scores. Yeah, we're gonna lose our 7th game. By the way, look at my score here. I just got a pick, coach. I've barely done anything wrong all game. I had a big tackle for loss. You give me a freaking D+. What is this, man? What is this? What did I do to deserve this? How many points is that gonna lose? Oh my God. I have a pick and I've got an F. Okay, so bittersweet. We lose our bowl eligibility, but we do get the big pick we've been waiting for. I don't care what Lincoln Riley says. I feel good about this game. Take a look at the top right corner of the screen. What does it say there? Cornerback 4. That's right. After our big pick, we get rewarded with being moved back to freaking playing cornerback for? We're probably going to be watching this game from the bench, huh? Hopefully coach gives us at least a couple of chances to go out there. Thankfully, we are going to get a chance here early on, and coming downhill on the option play, we get the big hit and injure their quarterback. A little release of anger from Jimmy on that one. And this game has kind of been another rock fight with a couple minutes left. We're up by 2. I wonder how this is going to end, guys. Apparently, it's going to end with the quarterback throwing a pick. I think he was maybe trying to throw it my way. I'm not sure, but hopefully that seals this one up. And see, the good thing about not playing is that we're actually like getting positive coach trust because our teammates haven't just screwed it up for us. Okay, so 9-point lead. Now we got a chance to just bait stuff up. Was hoping they'd throw us that flat route, but they go over top instead. So last gasp on the goal line for Arizona here. Quarterback's gonna take off. We're on it, and looks like they'll take a timeout. Okay, that should probably do it for this one. We get out of there with the dub. Our mascot is going crazy, and we'll take it. We'll take it. Just one quarterback injuring tackle today from Jimmy. Even though we got a B-, I guess coach is mad again. Lincoln Riley, why do you hate me so much, bro? Oh my god, boys, you have no idea how fast I'm gonna freaking transfer after this season. My god. Final game of a horrific freshman redshirt season. We've been sitting for most of this game. Maybe we can make something shake in the 4th quarter though. Get a tackle for loss, but they just take us out on 3rd down. Putting us back in on a critical 3rd and 3 though. I'm assuming this is a run. And yep, they're coming our way, and you know what? I'm happy we gave up the 1st down. Screw this Utah team. Enjoy your 4-8 season, Lincoln Riley. This disaster has finally come to an end, thank God. Alright, so we come to the end of the year. Matt Zollers threw for freaking 5,000 yards. That's crazy. Jimmy finishes with 14 solo tackles on the season, 8 assists, 3 tackles for loss, and a pick. Obviously, you know, not ideal. Promise next season is going to be better. And now for the transfer portal. I'm going somewhere where I'm going to start freaking right away. It's not a question of if I'm transferring, it's where. So let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. 2 long seasons ago, Jimmy McNulty committed to Utah, but that decision turned out to be the worst of his life. In Jimmy's first year at Utah, he started out as cornerback number 5 on the depth chart, and he was determined to work his way onto the field by the end of the season. But despite his intense work ethic and continual great performances in practice, it quickly became clear that the coaching staff, led by a bitter Lincoln Riley, who had been fired from USC the year before, had it out for him. It took all the way until the end of the year for him to move up to cornerback number 4, but Jimmy was hoping to have a big year in his redshirt freshman season, quickly moving up on the depth chart, but things didn't go as planned. The coaching staff kept blaming him for things that weren't his fault and benched him constantly. To show you just how bad things were, here's some video footage from Jimmy's meeting with his defensive coordinator after a tough loss to Miami.
These are for you, McNulty. These are for you for as long as it takes me to get even. This one over here is going up your narrow Irish and this bad boy over here is in your eye.
With the coaching staff keeping him on a short leash, it was impossible for Jimmy to get in a rhythm. He only caught 1 interception all season, and by the end of the year, he was fed up. He decided to transfer to TCU for his sophomore season, where he'll be CB1 from the jump, and I have a feeling that this year is going to be different. It is time for a fresh start, a new year. Jimmy's sophomore season, we're running out at TCU, taking on Texas Tech in his first game as a Horned Frog. I have a suspicion that this season is going to be completely different than last year, and let's go. On the first 3rd down, we get a pick, and could it be? Yes, sir. This is going to be the first pick 6 of Jimmy's career. We didn't play that perfectly, but it worked out, and he will dive into the end zone. Let's go. After all the freaking suffering we went through last season, that felt amazing. All they needed to do was put Jimmy at cornerback 1, and everything flips around. This game has just been a beauty so far. 17-0, and they got him in the backfield. We're going to get a little cheap tackle for loss here. Why not? 2nd and 13. Watching out for a screen. Doesn't come, but dude comes over the middle and sit down. What a game from Jimmy so far to open up his sophomore season, man. Texas Tech is able to pick up the 1st down, and they're going to have it down by the goal line, going with a screen here. Oh, we almost got a 2nd one of the day. Not quite, though. Gets right by us. And Texas Tech getting their first touchdown of the day. Still got a 3-point lead coming at halftime, but sitting in the cover 4, and oh no, I did not see the wheel route coming. And that is just about going to cancel out the pick 6 from earlier, dude. Dang it. Coach took us off the field for a while after that play, and Texas Tech was able to get another touchdown. They got a 7-point lead. We do get a pass breakup though. We're gonna have a massive 3rd and 10 here. See what we got. They're running a little bunch formation. Was kind of ready for a screen. They're gonna go with a slant though, and we were on it but missed the tackle, bro. Thankfully we stay on the field, but that was not ideal. Texas Tech's moving the ball. If we don't stop them soon, this game could be over. Just watching out for that little bubble screen, and oh, this time we read it perfectly. They don't throw it though. Okay, 3rd and 11. Gotta box up. We're in man coverage here, and they're just gonna run the ball. Their quarterback fumbles it, and and we pick it up. Okay, that's huge. Offense has got to go get a touchdown. Let's see what happens in the sim here. Oh man, nothing it looks like. Oh no, they did get it. There's 21 seconds left. So we should be going to overtime. Let's see if Texas Tech runs the clock out. Okay, they're going off the outside. A little juke by their running back. And the Red Raiders actually going to use a timeout. All right, let's not let this get interesting. Was kind of looking for the screen there. Quarterback taking off again. Oh, give us a fumble. All right, first game at TCU is going to be overtime. This should be interesting for sure. Starting out on defense, what would we say to a game-winning pick six here, boys? Looks like a play action, and they're just going to dump it off to Jimmy's man. There was no way we were getting over there, and we give up the first down. Okay, well, that wasn't great. Jimmy's supposed to be coming on a blitz here. Let's see what they decide to run. I was looking out for a screen. We're going to get in there, though, and they do just dump it off for a solid gain. Come on, boys. Got to stand up tall. I'm ready for a run play, and that's exactly what we're going to get. Good job, D. All right, 3rd and 7. We got this weird little mid zone here. Got to come up clutch. They're going with slants, and they have the middle wide open. Damn. All right, offense is going to have to strike back. Let's see what we get. Come on, boys. Let's go. They did unfortunately only get a field goal in the second overtime, so defense going to have to come up big again. They're going to the corner route. Oh, man. And this is scary. We're manned up inside. I don't want to give up a game-winning touchdown. And they just go curls, but hit the slant, and that's going to do it. A great game to open up the season, but we didn't quite have enough in the tank. It would have been a great game from Jimmy if we didn't give up that stupid touchdown. And okay, NIL deal already. We get 5 skill points. That's easy money. And okay, so like, what's Jimmy doing to make these coaches hate him so much? He must be doing some crazy stuff off the field, like cussing them out on the sidelines or something. We got to be careful, I guess. See, we've literally got leadership maxed out though, so I don't think that's it. With the NIL deal we got, we were able to upgrade Jimmy's tackling a lot. Next up is Duke, who's actually ranked number 10. Jimmy's gonna have to be on his best so the coaches don't have an excuse to bench him. And okay, that'll help. We started out with a pick on the other side. This defense has at least been good to start out games. Offense unfortunately wasn't able to do anything with that, but they're going play action here and coming up top to Jeremy. I can't see the ball, but we at least get the swat. Ah, that could have been another pick. Looks like we still got psycho coaches though. All we've done in this game is get a deflection and we're sitting at a D. Stuff like this just kind of makes me think they didn't even test out cornerback career mode, because literally just playing a season makes it very apparent how broken it is. We're gonna keep working with what we got though. Jimmy's coming on a blitz here and trying to force a safety. The quarterback is just barely gonna sneak away. We do eventually track him down for the tackle. Just gotta keep working. Looks like Duke is gonna try to pass before halftime, and coming into our zone here, we still gotta work on the hit power for sure. Looks like we'll just head into halftime down 7-0. Offense, not getting it done today, but okay, they get a touchdown coming out of halftime, and they're able to get another 3 going into the 4th quarter. 2.5 minutes left. We just gotta box up for 1 drive. Come on. Possibly the biggest danger here is coach taking us off the field, and after a timeout or something, that's exactly what he did, but looks like it's gonna work out. Okay, we get the dub. So kind of weird. Once again, a little bit buggy with getting subbed out. We get a deflection and 3 tackles though, and that was a big upset. We beat the number 10 team in the country. You know what? I'm just gonna suck off the coaching staff. We need them to be happy with us. See, there we go. That's what we need, bro. I guess our coach trust still decreased though. I don't know. And now we got FCS East, who is an atrocious 52 overall. Man, they really just crippled the FCS teams this year, huh? All right, we're back at home with FCS, dude. We got to get some picks. This got to be like a 2-pick game or something. The stand's looking surprisingly empty after the upset. Looks like one of these annoying triple option offenses that we saw a lot in high school. Thankfully, Jimmy's pretty good against that. And they're running a little sweep right at him here. Sit down. There's a little bit of big hitting ability. Kind of a boring start to this one so far, but we're locking up. Still waiting on that pick. We got a middle zone here. Looks like it's just curls. We're going to go down and guard that flat, and I can't believe he threw that. Come on, dude. So close to another pick 6. We're supposed to blitz on this next play, but I'm trying to play coverage, and the ball's going to float up in the air. Oh my god, dude. We're going to get a free pick. Making up for that last play. Let's go. Jeremy's already got twice as many as he had last season. And hey, we got a B+ score. If I could get up to an A with this system, I would consider it one of the biggest accomplishments of my life. We miss a tackle there though. That's not going to help. And no more action in that one. We end up getting the dub that was a little bit closer than it should have been, considering they're like 54 overall or whatever. But as long as I get me a pick, I am a happy guy. 2 assisted tackles and an interception. We will take it. Next up is Kansas, another 2-1 team. This feels like a turning point in the season, and we're going to jump the slant on the first freaking drive. Let's go. 3rd pick of the year for Jimmy. It's going back to the crib. It feels so good. What a way to start this game. And I think Kansas is going to be a run-heavy offense too, so it's huge to get that early in the game. Game's just started though, and Kansas going bubble screen here. Come on, throw this to me, please. They threw it, but of course it's over his head. And then we get taken off the field. Like what? But just like that, it's a 3-point game. Time ticking down before half, and they go with a little halfback swing. We blow that up. We head to the 4th quarter up by by 10, looking pretty good here. Just got to at least slow Kansas down. And I know it seems like we're kind of skipping from the first half all the way to the fourth quarter. That's because we keep coming off for no reason. And after that drive, offense just ended up killing the clock for us, so we get a big time dub. And another nice game for Jimmy. Really got it cracked open at the start with the pick 6. And okay, here we go. Madison's hitting us up. I feel like we have enough clout with the coaches right now. We can afford a risk here. We get 250 followers from one night out. What was Jimmy doing out there, bro? Next up is Oklahoma State, and the rain is coming down in this one. Might make it kind of hard to catch picks. We got second down, guard in the slot and man, and he's running a little crosser. This is going to be a tackle for Jimmy. We do give up a pretty solid game though. All right, so big 3rd and 1 here, expecting a run, and that's what we're gonna get. We can't stop it. Seems like Oklahoma State's a pretty heavy run team. We just gotta find ways to get involved in the run game, and Jimmy has been able to secure a couple tackles early on. And quarterback's taking off here on 3rd down. Can we get him? No, we don't quite have the angle, but our teammate helps us out. And okay, 4th and 1. They're in like a full house pistol look, and Jimmy gets him in the backfield, but can't make the tackle. Come on, bro. Frustrating drive, and coach taking Jimmy off the field. Oklahoma State gets the touchdown, but we do respond. And a little play action pass here. They're going to go to the other side, and it's going to be a pick 6. Amadi going the other way, and that'll get us off to a big lead. Unfortunately, we've spent a lot of the second half sitting for some reason. Hopefully we can get a pick before it's all said and done, and I thought he was going to throw me that to the outside. And dude, on 3rd down, they take us off again. What's going on? Like, we're off for the whole drive. The rest of the game's so dumb. Anyways, we do get the dub against Oklahoma State, but pretty disappointed with how that turned out for Jimmy. And in week 6, for some reason, we're headed to Hawaii, and they're going to try Jimmy out that gate. Give me that. Come on, bro. Crib this. Crib this. Oh, the running back's going to hawk us down, but that's beautiful to see, especially after that frustrating last game. And so far, we're dominating this game, 17-7 lead, and we make it 4th down. Hawaii's going for it, I guess. All right, 4th and inches. We're blitzing in the slot, and oh my God, he throws the curl. We were in the right place at the right time, and great reaction time from Jimmy. Our first multi-pick game. Let's go. I was just about to say, I'm kind of annoyed with being in the slot all the time, but it worked out for us there. I am excited for when we can call our own plays and audible and stuff. Like, why am I basically playing linebacker here? Please just let me guard the outside receivers, guys. I am slowly getting used to guarding the slot. It's definitely harder than guarding the outside because they can go either way. And with the camera angle, it's a little bit awkward to strafe up. We got a little purple zone here. I'm looking at this drag, and dude's actually going to throw it late. Oh, we could have gotten the pick. I wasn't expecting the throw, honestly. Okay, now we got 3rd and 17. Just got to keep everything in front of us here, and they're going to go to the other side, just a little curl play, but somehow nobody tackled him, and he's going to pick up the 1st down, and coach takes us off. Hawaii scores. Thankfully, we respond on offense. Okay, so weird little sequence of events here, and they're going with a read option. We got a perfect angle on this, and we're going to lay down the big hit. He's stumbling backwards and fumbled. I don't think they're crediting us with the force, but still a nice play from Jimmy. We got the flat here, seeing a little out route. Come on, quarterback. I know you want to throw that, bro. I know you want to throw that. If we had NCAA 14 movement, I would have baited that up so hard. And staying in the flats here on 2nd down, we've got that flat route over there again. Once again, going to bait it up. Come on, quarterback. That's a long throw. We're going to get to it, and Jimmy makes the diving interceptions for his 3rd of the day. Give me that. We are strapping up Hawaii. Yes, sir. Okay, boys. We're starting to learn. Slowly but surely, we're starting to learn. They're going draw play here. We help out with the tackle. And at this point, we got a big lead. Hawaii's quarterback is not having a good day. There was another pick to the corner route, and hopefully they get the ball back. I'm trying to get a 4th. Okay, they do indeed get the ball back. Once again, we're just in the slot all day here. I really don't get it, but we're going to keep on fighting. It almost seems like they're playing Jimmy as like a sort of hybrid safety, which I really don't think suits his skill set. And right on cue, the quarterback swerves right around him for an easy gain. Okay, they got it on the goal line. Could be our last chance. We're going to fake the blitz, drop back into coverage, and oh, he actually tried to throw it right at us. Can't quite get to it though. And that's going to do it for this one. A great game. We go on the road and get the dub at Hawaii. And Jimmy has the best game of his life so far. And hey, I know I've said it before, but just to call attention to it again, 3 picks and a pick 6, and Jimmy has a C grade. Come on, man. And the reporter's asking us why we've won 5 games in a row. We all know this is mostly because of Jimmy, but we're going to just continue mouthing for the coaching staff. We got to keep that coach happiness up. And hey, 5-1, we should be getting ranked here sooner or later, right? And Jimmy's teammate Wait, Greg Singer's trying to get his music career up and running, recording a mixtape? Wow, very aptly named. Of course I will come record a mixtape with you, Greg. Wow, we went viral. 2,000 followers, that's big time. And looks like Jimmy once again got 3 Ds and an F on his midterms, which sucks because I actually studied a fair amount. It's definitely harder to keep your GPA up in college football 26. Now we got another big one against Arizona. What are we working with for the jersey here? Do we have a gray jersey or anything? Man, tell me why NCAA 14 had more jersey choices for TCU. Rocking the black jerseys, and hey, the stands are finally full. Still don't think we're ranked, but we definitely will be after this game, I feel. And we got good field position to start this game. They're testing Jimmy out the gate. We can't quite make the breakup, but okay. Got a little 5 wide situation here. Double bracket play for Jimmy. We can be aggressive, and quarterback gonna throw on the run. Holy beam, dude. That guy is wide open. Dude put it on the money, and it's gonna be a crib call. Come on. And one thing I've discovered I really like is faking the blitz and then guarding a receiver. Seems like a good way to get picks. And I am feeling like we're due for another pick here. They're going with a run in the backfield. We help out with the tackle for loss. One area where this game is going badly is coach trust. We've been at a solid D for most of this time. That sack will help though. Once again, want to comment on the fact that teams just barely ever go vertical on this game. Jimmy hasn't been tried deep like all season. Defense locking up since that one play though, and we're up 14-7 as they go jet touch pass. This is looking dangerous. Easy first down. 2nd and 5. They're in 5 wide. I'm looking for like a screen or something, but they're gonna go QB draw. We got a beautiful shot at him and missed the big hit. 3rd down. We're finally manned up on the outside, and the receiver's running some kind of weird route. He's gonna try us, and Jimmy goes up for the pick. Can't come down with it, but we get the swat. Let's go. Sadly, they don't credit us with a deflection there. Looking good here headed into the second half. Still 14-7. We gotta keep on boxing up on D. 2nd down run. Even though it hasn't been working out, we're flying in for the big hit, and dude just glances off of us. I feel like you kind of have to take like the perfect angle for a big hit in this game. And on 3rd down, we got flats watching for a screen, and they go screen to the other side. CBU loves RPOs and screens in this game. Huge 3rd down now on the edge of field goal range. Let's see what we got. Jimmy's dude is just gonna run a flat, and they dump it off. No way dude broke out of that tackle. Come on. They get a touchdown, but offense at least able to answer with a field goal of their own. And they're going play action, going right to our guy, and we really didn't have good coverage. Lucky that he overthrew that. Arizona's driving it though. We gotta try to keep him out of the end zone. I don't know if offense has another touchdown in them. This could be our season right here. Just under 6 minutes left in the 4th, and they go with a little slant play. 2nd and 4. Okay. All right, come on, boys. I'm looking out for the screen here, and okay, they're gonna dump it off to the flats, and oh, dude, I'm so used to pressing hit stick. I should have dove tackled there, and we give up a touchdown. That's brutal. Please bail us out here, offense. Okay, thank you, but oh, we're still off the field. Why are we still off the field, coach? Okay, so we end up going to overtime. Man, one mistake, they just kill you. Thankfully, we start out with a tackle for loss, but this is kind of stressful. We let them into the end zone. The game is over. On 2nd and 15, watching out for a play action pass. They just run it up the middle. Okay, huge play here. 3rd and 11. We got to be careful in man coverage, and looks like it's just slants. We got box up coverage. Is he gonna try us? Oh my god, I thought he was gonna try us. We get the deflection and almost get a game-winning pick. Clutch coverage from Jimmy. Let's see what happens in the sim. Okay, they were able to make a field goal. We go to a 2nd overtime. We're supposed to be coming on the blitz here. We get the dude in the backfield. Let's go. Jimmy's clutching up. Now we got man coverage on the tight end though, and that route was too quick. I wasn't expecting it. We give up a brutal 1st down. The coverage definitely hasn't been great in this one. Guarding the slot's been tough as they're going with a run here. We try to fill the gap, but he's just got it right up the middle. Too easy. All right, we're up to the mercy of the sim. Come on, guys. Come on. What happened? Oh, let's go. Offense pulled it out. We stopped him on the 2-point. Offense got a 2-point of their own. Jimmy gets bailed. We will take the win for sure. That was crazy. So we ended up with 5 tackles, 4 assisted tackles on the day. Still got an F grade because of some bad coverage late on, but we're still learning. It is what it is. And after the season we had last year, through 7 games, we're doing a good job tackling. We've got 6 interceptions and a couple of pick sixes. This has been a really good season from Jimmy regardless. With a 78 overall team, we fought to a 6-1 record. They still don't have us ranked though. And we're back at home here, taking on a mid-Houston team. And damn, coach severely cut down our play choices after that one game. Coach, I promise you, bro, just let Jimmy start calling the plays and the team will immediately improve, trust. Big 3rd down here early on. We're in man coverage and boxing up that inside route. They're chucking it deep though, and our receiver and our cornerback gets freaking mossed. Come on. Another 3rd and 5, and I really don't like this play call. Think someone's gonna get cooked. They go over the middle though, and we get a nice pass breakup. And okay, offense gets a big touchdown. We're back in it. Little run here, and they're coming Jimmy's way. Come on, Jimmy, make this tackle. Yes, sir. Just what we needed there. That'll get our coach trust back up. Now we got 3rd and super long. Coach has just got to us in a prevent, and they just run the ball right up the middle, okay? Hasn't been the most exciting day for Jimmy. We're in the deep zone here, and they're running a corner route coming right at us. Give me that. I've got a lot of practice covering that damn route, and come on, Jimmy, take this back to the crib. We got the angle, but our guy gets in the way. Come on. I don't know if we would have had it anyways, but whatever. We get the pick, totally flipping this game on its head, and that was one of Jimmy's best of the season, if I do say so myself. Little over-the-shoulder action, played the route just beautifully, and I am starting to feel like myself at cornerback again. Houston trying to get a score before halftime here, and I'm watching for that end zone fade. They're gonna go to it, and Jimmy's all over it. Give me a second on the half. Let's go, boys. 2 clutch picks. Houston, keep throwing the ball to this boy. We got our little ability activated. I don't know what this does, but come give me that tackle. Another third down here. Coaches sent us on a blitz for some reason, but I'm trying to lurk up the crosser, and they go the other way. McGee has it, and this defense is going crazy. It'll be a pick 6 for the boys. Bang. 3rd and 11 again. We're manned up on the slot, and this is going to be a deep ball. We haven't seen this a lot. I think they're coming to Jimmy. No, they go over the middle, and we do almost get a pick on the carom. 16-point lead is feeling pretty comfortable, and this defense has a lot of mojo right now. And we're in the flat here. I'm watching for that corner route from the tight end again, and we're all over it. Quarterback's going to try us, and oh, he overthrew it. Otherwise, I think we had it. Still got some time to get a 3rd pick, and Houston's on their last gasp here. 4th and 6. Throw me a deep ball, guys. Come on, man. They go over the middle and pick it up. Receiver fumbles out of bounds. I thought he was down. Another 4th down here with a minute and a half left, and Jimmy's man running a crosser. They go the other way. We just swat it down, and okay, we get another shot at a pick too. 4th and 9. Wish they would just let me play outside, because these dudes have just been launching, and number 18 can't keep up. Turns out to be another great game. 2 picks this time for Jimmy to make up for his performance last week. And okay, Sammy's auto giving us an NIL offer. We'll take it. Get a nice 2 skill points for that. And dude, we're still not ranked at 7-1. What's going on? We just got to keep winning to prove the polls wrong. And little run here on the first play. Dude breaks out of the tackle, and give me that. Tackles are really satisfying in this game because of how difficult they are. And Cincinnati going 5 wide, unfortunately, just slices us up over the middle. We brought pressure on 1st and 2nd down though, and that's going to bring up a big 3rd and 23. Got Jimmy in the slot here, as he's gotten used to. His man's coming in motion. Looks like it's just a quarterback run, and no way he picks up the 1st down, right? He does get on the edge of field goal range, but we'll take the stop. Still 0-0. We're manned up in the bunch here on 3rd and 6, and they're going with a wheel route coming right for Jimmy. Oh, the coverage was so good. Of course they overthrow it. Manned up on the outside again here. Looks like they're going to go with a little play action. Quarterback rolling out and throwing it his way. Dude, I can't see the ball. Where's this going? I'm trying to strafe up, but how did the quarterback launch it this far? Jimmy's gonna like overrun it. I was so confused about where that was going, and we're gonna give up the big gain. Like, what am I supposed to do there? Kind of a weird little quirk of the camera angle I don't like. That 100% should have been a pick, and now they got it on the goal line. Gonna have 3rd and goal, expecting a run here, and we keep them inside. Great job from our D. Okay, 4th and goal. We're in man coverage against the slot. I don't love this. He's coming in motion, and it's a jet touch pass. Can we get out there? Yes, we can. Defense makes up for Jimmy's blunder. And this game is our rock fight in the rain. Staying in man coverage, they go with the slant. We're all over that. And after giving up that long play, I want to pick bad. We're baiting up heavily on the tight end, and he did throw it. We're just going to come in there and make the tackle. And on 1st and 10, yep, I'm ready for a screen. We're going to jump it, but jumped it a little bit too fast. Going to cause a sack though. And on 3rd down, they're just going to try to go to a crosser. Nice play from our linebacker to swat that. All right, come on offense. Do something, boys. We got nothing right now. It has been a pretty great day from the defense. Cincinnati just loves running these little option plays, and they keep on running these little screens. I'm trying to jump them. They just never throw it when I jump it though. AI has definitely improved a bit in the screen department. I remember on NCAA 14 when it was an automatic pick. I can't say I don't miss the days. And oh, they're going fumble here. It's a forced fumble, and Jimmy falls on it. We will take that free stat. Yes, sir. And that should hopefully give offense a spark, but they still get nothing. Come on, guys. We just got to keep on boxing, and coach just keeps on putting Jimmy in these stressful man coverage slot situations. We got no help over top here. Thankfully, the pressure hits. See, I love man coverage, but playing in the slot is just too scary. And cover in the middle here, they go to the other side, and thankfully we get a swat. Dude, defense has just been elite today. Still nothing from our O though, and Cincinnati's just going to keep going ground and pound. It's starting to get frustrating, and we have a chance to make a tackle, but can't secure it. I will say they did a good job of making cornerback play balanced in these games. I really shouldn't be making that tackle 100% of the time as a corner. And uh-oh, they're launching it deep here. We baited it up, and this is going to be Jimmy's chance. We get hands on it, but the ball falls to the ground. I think the rain got us there. They also also don't give us a deflection on that, which is annoying, but offense finally gets 3 points, and Cincinnati going play action pass. I'm going to stay up here and guard this upper route, and he's actually going to try it. Oh man, we swatted away, but we overran it just a tiny bit. That could have been a massive game-changing pick. All right, though, 2nd and 10. I'm expecting a screen over here, but they just go to the middle, and apparently no one was there. This drive has a bad vibe to it. Hopefully we can make a play, and I'm trying to jump that out route. Wish he would have thrown that. Instead, he goes to the corner, and yeah, we're in trouble. It's going to be 1st and goal for Cincinnati. We really needed to get that pick over the middle. They go bubble screen, and once again we're on it. They just don't throw it. I don't know exactly how to bait that up, because if you wait too long, you just get blocked. But on 2nd down, we're sending a blitz and hit the quarterback. Yes, sir. All right, we're getting taken off the field for 3rd down. Please, defense. Okay, we give up 3, and offense gets 3 of their own. Okay. Unfortunately, still a lot of time for Cincinnati. We're going to have to keep on playing this stressful slot man coverage, and a little corner out there. I think we were maybe cooked. They just go over the middle anyway. Gonna switch to cover 3 so we get a nice little mid zone, and this has got to be a screen. We're gonna go chase it down, and thought maybe he was gonna throw it since we got to it late. Absolutely gigantic 3rd and 10 here. Got to be careful, and let's see what we got. Okay, they just go quick. That should be a tackle. Looks like they're just playing for 4th down, and we are going cover 1 against a bunch formation. This is weird. I have no idea what to expect here, and looks like they're just running over the middle. Quarterback takes off, and he has way too much space. That'll get them damn near into field goal range. Cincinnati not being super aggressive here. They're kind of sticking to the run game actually, and that's going to take a lot of time off the clock. 2nd and 10. I was kind of looking for him to just throw that screen. It's going to be an incompletion. All right, huge 3rd down. This would be a 55-yard field goal from here. I wonder if they go short game. Okay, I'm watching for the flats. They're going to go to the corner, and oh my god, dude, we were on it. Kind of hard to be mad at the coverage from Jimmy there, but that could potentially lose us the game. We got 2nd and goal. Quarterback's running around. Okay, we get a sack. They have to use their last time out too, and I think us coming off the field means they're kicking the field goal. Let's see here. Okay, yep, we're going to overtime. Did offense score? There's apparently no way for me to see the play history, so this could be it right here. 1st and 10, they're going to run, and we string it out. Come here. Okay, got a blitz here on 2nd and 9, watching out for a screen. Okay, running back's motioning out. We're going to go ahead and send it, and quarterback throws it late. We got to make that tackle, dude. All right, going back to the cover 2 here. They just run it, and nobody up the middle. We give up the touchdown. Is that it? No. Okay, offense at least has a chance. Let's see what happens here. Offense answers and gets a field goal. Okay, so an interception would win it. Let's see what we got. Looks like maybe a jet touch pass. Nope, it's a fake. They just go to the flats, and we're on that. Come on, defense. We got one stop on us. We've been stopping them all game. The boys are a little bit tired though. We're missing tackles. 3rd and 11. Kind of a weird zone for Jimmy to play here. Not gonna go too crazy. Just gonna drop back and play it out. Looking at this curl, and quarterback dumping it off. Make a tackle, boys. Okay, looks like we're going to overtime number 3. See what happens in the sim here. Okay, so it's just gonna be 2-point conversions. We're playing the flat here. Gotta play it well. And okay, they're going to the outside. We get the pick. Come on, give me that. That's not gonna go on the stats. Come on, offense. Let's go. We win the game. Jimmy clutches up in the biggest moment. It is a shame that pick doesn't go on his record, but it counts in my heart, boys. And finally, we are ranked up to number 23 in the country. What a crazy season this has been. We got another rain game against Baylor next up, and I do not know what the hell that play call was. We could have got a pick on it if we played it right. And 2nd and 8, manned up against the running back here, and they're gonna run it to the other side. We're the only one there to make a tackle, but in the rain, dude gets away. Not gonna lie, dude, I'm kind of used to my cornerbacks being elite tacklers. It is weird to just get shrugged off constantly. Baylor's offense is just generally annoying. They're a lot of run game, a lot of RPO stuff. Maybe this is the game where we get a pick on a screen. And let's see what we got here. We're coming on a blitz. Looks like this is going to be a screen, and we're going to play it, try to bait it up a little bit, and let's go. On cue, dude. Jimmy gets the first pick of his career on a screen, and this one's going back to the bank easy. Huge play in a rock fight game like this. Our coach trust still is at -40, of course. Big 3rd down here, there in field goal range, but let's hold him to that field goal. And their quarterback, pretty sneaky. He's going to take off, thankfully just slides down. And our coach trust at an F despite the pick 6, so we're coming off the field right before half. A tip to anyone playing cornerback, the taking off the field stuff gets better if you turn off wear and tear, but there are still just like some baffling issues. That's my message to y'all though. If you're interested in playing cornerback Road to Glory, just instantly turn off wear and tear. It's going to make your experience so much worse. As we go ahead and get a 3rd down stop, Jimmy helping out with the tackle. Offense still getting nothing. At least we got some good field position here and going right up the middle. Give me that tackle. And on 3rd and inches, they're going deep, coming Jimmy's way. Once again, I can't see this deep ball, but we should be on it, and it lands right at our feet. Why did you not go for the pick there, Jimmy? Good news is offense at least gets a field goal. We just got to hold them a couple more times. Defense has just been so good. Got the blitz here. I'm watching for something in the flats though, and they throw the screen. Oh, if we were just an inch taller, we probably had that. Here's a massive 3rd and 6. Jimmy's playing the deep half on a cover 2, which I don't like at all. And quarterback taking off, just launches it. Please pick that off. Come on. All right, Baylor's going to go for the 4th down. This is one of the biggest plays of the season. Jimmy's sitting in the flats and guarding the inside route. Let's go. Great play number 17. That'll be a turnover. Come on, offense. Shut it down here, boys. Shut it down. Oh, they killed a lot of clock at least. This is definitely a little bit scary. We're going to stay in the flats and they go over the middle. Our linebacker gets it. Let's go. Offense, literally all we need now is a stupid field goal. Come on, boys. Just punch it in. Just punch it in. Okay, we'll take the 3, I guess. No timeouts for Baylor. We just got to keep everything in front of us. And their quarterback's taking off. That's going to waste a ton of time. Okay, 2nd and 17. Baylor needs to throw it to the sideline, but I think they're going to go over the middle. We're just going to track this across the field and not quite able to make the pick, but it's 3rd and 7. More time coming off the clock. And on 3rd down, looks like their quarterback's just scrambling. We got to get in there to help with the tackle, and he's going to fumble the ball. I don't know if we got the forced fumble, but we pick it up. That's going to be the game. Jimmy balled the hell out in this one. We got all the way back up to an A-. The win streak continues, and guess who had the only touchdown of the day? Only 1 interception this time, but one of our sharpest games for sure. And with that game, Jimmy locked down the TCU single season interception record, already writing his name in the history books as a sophomore. And now we got the one that's been circled on the calendar for a while. Taking on a team that I liked at the start of this series, but now feel genuine hate in my heart for. I would like for Jimmy to catch 1 million picks in this game. And right out the gates here, Jimmy's pressing off the line. Looks like this is going to be a long slant route. We're blanketing this, and dude makes the mistake to throw it. Give me that. We're taking this back to the crib. And Jimmy is right here to get revenge on the Utes. Jumping into the end zone and striking a Heisman pose. Okay, 10th interception on the season. Obviously, couldn't have possibly asked for a better start, but Utah's responding with a drive of their own. We're coming off the field here after this play for some reason, and they go and get 3 of their own, but we got great field position. I'm trying to shoot a gap here, bro. Let's get a safety. Oh, they get a couple yards. 2nd and 9. We got straight man coverage, sending the blitz, and it just did not hit at all. Way too much time for the quarterback to throw that. So Utah gets out of their own end zone. This could be a close game after all, guys. The Utes offense is looking pretty competent so far. Coach Trust back down to a C- and going in man coverage here. I'm smelling the corner route. We're all over that and should be a pick, but of course he overthrows it. I think we've had like 3 picks that we've just lost because of quarterback overthrows, and that could have been one over the middle. Okay, 3rd down. Got to lock up. We've been going with a lot of man coverage, and they go over the middle. Great defense from our linebacker to shut that down. And offense finally gets a touchdown. Going back to the man coverage here on 3rd and 7, and we kind of get juked out. Jimmy's going to recover though, and they just launch. Where's this ball going? Oh my god. Apparently our cornerback just got lost in outer space. What happened? Insanely easy touchdown for Utah. We got taken off the field for the next drive too. Utah gets another touchdown. Pretty frustrating stuff. We played good defense, but just like a couple things go wrong and we're losing the game. Huge 3rd down. We're coming on a blitz, but I'm going to stick around, try to bait up this curl, and he just throws it over the middle. No one home. Nothing from the boys. We're ticking down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And look at this crazy throw from the quarterback. I kind of got lost in my zone there, but other 3rd down though, I'm going to play heavily for the run here. Tight end going in motion. We got to watch for a screen or something too, and oh, I went right to the middle. Made it way too easy for them. And my guess is we're going to come off the field for the rest of this drive at least. It kind of feels like we need another pick or at least a pick 6 here. We've been working in the running game, but not a lot of chances in the pass game. And here on 2nd down, they're going 5 wide, going with the out route. Ooh, I thought we baited that up nice. Okay, 3rd and 3 though. We got a shot. Let's see, watching for the out route, and oh, we're just a half second late, and we're coming off the field. Come on, coach. Taking your best player off on a critical drive is definitely a choice, and we're out for the rest of the game, I guess. Dude, that is so lame. Utah ends our 9-game winning streak, and we didn't even get to see the field for the last part of the game. I know that's anticlimactic, but nothing I can do about it. We had the defensive touchdown, did everything we could do. Would have been nice, obviously, if we got that out route pick. Another F score on that game, by the way. And we're getting a NIL offer from an AI writing assister thing. You know what? As an English teacher, I don't believe in this. We're going to decline the deal. Jimmy does have principles after all. And at 9-2, we drop out of the rankings. That's crazy. Who's ranked above us, bro? Honestly, there are a lot of teams with good records. Can't hate on any of this too much. So here we go. Final game of the regular season. Jimmy's last game as a sophomore at TCU. Look at the night game atmosphere. This is beautiful. taking on the team he got his first ever interception against. A spot in the conference championship game and therefore potentially the playoffs is on the line in this one. We gotta find a way to go get a dub. Nice tackle there early on from Jimmy and sending on the blitz here. He's coming into the backfield, has a shot at the running back and gets shrugged off. This running back looks like he could be a problem. Still a nice play there and sitting in the flats here. I'm not gonna give up the up top. Great coverage and we get the sack. All right, 3rd and 19. Let's see what we got. Looks like a crosser and they're just going right to our safety. Give us that. Great start from this defense, man. Sadly, offense has continued to be atrocious. Like, they've been really bad in the last few games. Would have loved it if they would have thrown us the screen there. Gotta just keep holding it down, man. We got 3rd and 6 here sitting in the flat zone and they're going to the flats. Oh, Jimmy was there. Can't quite make that pick. I could have played that a little better. Big missed opportunity early on with the way our offense has been playing. And somehow UCF ends up with 7 points and the ball back at the 30. What's going on, offense? They just can't do anything right. And the Knights are going to punch it into the back of the end zone. We could be in serious trouble. These guys are only 71 overall too. Desperately need to stop on this 3rd and 11 before half. See what we got. Just slants across the field. They're chucking it. And what happened, guys? What happened? We're in freaking cover 3. What is going on? Offense at least got a touchdown, but genuinely might be too little too late. I got the flat. UCF goes screen. I was expecting it from the slot receiver. Could have jumped that for sure. And UCF just picking us apart right now. We're back in the flats again. They're going with a stick play and give me that. Oh, it goes right over our fingers. Come on. That was the play that we desperately needed and we miss it. See what we got. It's going to be a corner on our side and I'm trying to just LB that. Oh my God, the ball bounces around and we get the pick. No shot, bro. No shot. Let's take this back. The big man gets us, but somehow that bizarre play turns into an interception. The camera angle totally tweaked me out. We'll take it though. Yeah, let's see a replay here, man. What on earth happened? We played the corner out pretty well. Dude just chucked it up. Ball was fluttering and yeah, he just dropped it and we got it. And guess what? Offense just turns over instantly. What can you do, man? What can you do? 3rd down again. They're just launching it. Please have good coverage, corner. Okay, we swatted away. Nice job. All right, we need offense to get a touchdown coming out of half or something. No, they just get the ball too. Okay, gotta be a pick 6 from Jimmy, straight up. Offense is clearly doing nothing, but to be fair, defense has not been great either. Got him to 3rd down at least. Come on, Jimmy. See what we got here. Okay, it's just a curl. We play that perfectly, even covering up the corner for our teammate. Feel like defense hasn't played terrible. We just keep getting put in bad situations. And yeah, this one might be over. Playoff dreams are disappearing in front of our eyes. It's gonna take a pretty legit comeback at this point, and the damn quarterback's spinning me out of my shoes. All right, come on. We're sending on the blitz here. I'm expecting a run. Dude comes in motion. That is kind of weird, and they actually are gonna pass it. Quarterback takes off. We can't get off the block. And coach is going to put us on the bench as UCF gets a field goal. We get nothing again. Hopefully we can at least get another pick before it's all said and done. And oh, that should have been it. Didn't jump it soon enough. We get the big hit though. And this game has turned into a genuine beatdown. QB keep here. I want to hit this guy so bad and we don't quite get it off. The hit sticks are so hard in this game. Probably our last chance at a pick here. Could just be a QB blast. Let's see. No? Okay, they are throwing it. Looks like slants and I picked the wrong one. Damn. We at least get the tackle though. All right, that should probably do it for this one. UCF smashes us in our final game, and I know they scored a lot of points, but I am 100% putting that on the offense. They did literally nothing in that game. Jimmy, for his part, I thought played pretty well, had the pass deflection, kind of a lucky interception and 5 tackles. But we consistently got involved in the run game, and we just set the Big 12 single season interception record as well. Jimmy's got to be the best quarterback at TCU since Terrence Davis. And sadly, it doesn't look like we're making the conference championship game. We might have actually made it if we won that game. I don't know what the tiebreaker situation would have been. And with our finals, we got C's. We'll take that for sure. We studied a little bit more than for the midterms. Once again, keeping the GPA up way harder in this game. We spent a lot of points on studying, still only at a 3.0. And this dude, Matt Zollers, won the Heisman for the 2nd straight year. Put up just ludicrous stats once again. All right, we better win some awards here. Let's see it. Jimmy McNulty wins the Chuck Bednarik with 11 interceptions, 4 deflections. Wins the Bronco as well. I'm noticing we've actually got the trophy names this time. We get the Thorpe, first team all Big 12. Give me first team all American too. Yes, sir. And we got Western Kentucky in the Independence Bowl. Kind of a gross bowl game considering we went 9-3. Didn't appear on the Heisman watch this year, but the stats we put up, man, I wouldn't be surprised if we got there next year. At this point, we're upgraded to a 90 overall. Gonna upgrade the man coverage here, and that should unlock a new ability. Okay, no, probably need a couple more upgrades before we get ball hawk. And here we go. First bowl game Jimmy's actually gonna be playing in at his career, and we got a little city skyline going on. That's kind of cool. So I'm hoping Western Kentucky throws us some picks today. No idea what kind of offense they run, but their quarterback looks fast, and we got no one on that side of the field. That's a huge game for the Hilltoppers. So this might actually turn out to be kind of a tough one. It does look like they have a kind of up-tempo, pass-heavy offense, which is definitely good to see. Should be good for catching some. Quick drive, though. Got to find a way to shut this down, and we did not contain there. Yikes. Running back's going to juke a dude out and dive into the end zone. We're in trouble here. Looks like offense not scoring points wasn't just a Big 12 thing. They get nothing on their first drive. We're going to need some picks for sure. And Western Kentucky once again's got it in good position, putting the ball on the ground here, and we're going to get our 4th assisted tackle on the day. Jimmy's not great at wrapping up, but he at least slows guys down. And after Western Kentucky picked up another 3 points, offense just instantly turned the ball over. I feel like in these series, my offense always ends up being like astoundingly bad in some way. Every once in a while, we get a good one. And Western Kentucky going for an early 4th down. This is interesting. See what we got here. They're going with out routes, and we get the sack. Okay, offense finally gets a touchdown, and they're trying to go screen. Should have jumped that a little bit later. Still got to perfect play in the screen. We got to work on it since these teams run it so much. And Western Kentucky trying to get something else before half. They're just going to throw it over the middle, though, and they don't have any timeouts. This is going to run the clock out. Okay, so we get kind of lucky to end the half. And another screen here. This time we jump it a little bit slower, and at least we're able to go down and get the big hit. All right, 3rd and 11. Kind of smelling another screen here, and they throw it again. Give me that. A diving pick for the boy. And that is our 12th on the season. Let's go. I can't explain it, but those screen picks just feel so good. And they're still running these screens. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another one before the game's over. WKU's driving it again, though, here. Still need to stop. And they're going up top to Jimmy. We're going to try to swat this away, and we put the hand up, but get head tapped. Damn. Freaking Darker Eye just caught one on us. And honestly, that was just a great catch. I feel like we played the ball pretty well. Offense gets a big answer. We're back in on 3rd and 7, and they're just going slants. We're on that, and we get the knockout. Does look like offense punted it right back. So with 4 minutes left, Western Kentucky has a chance to go down and win this game. And after giving up the touchdown, Jimmy's due to make another play. Sitting in a flat zone here, and ooh, we get a zig route from the outside receiver. Wasn't expecting that. We give up the gain, and coach is going to take us out. Are we out for the rest of the game? Apparently so. We get the dub though, so I guess I'll take it. Nice way to end the season. We get to 10 wins, and I personally felt like this was a good game from Jimmy. Obviously gave up the touchdown, but got a hand in there, got an interception. I feel happy with ending the season that way. So as the season comes to a close, Jimmy comes in with 27 solo tackles, 30 assists. He was 5th on the team in tackles from the cornerback position, had 6 for loss, 12 interceptions, by far the most on the team and the most in the country, 4 touchdowns, 4 deflections, had a fumble recovery to that. Truly a great season, really bounced back after last year. And look, dude, we got way less snaps than any of these guys. This guy got 785, we only got 541. So yeah, let me know what you want to see from Jimmy in the future. Appreciate y'all watching the video. Please drop a like, drop a comment. See you in the next one. Peace. After fighting through a miserable 2 seasons playing for Utah, Jimmy McNulty proved his doubters wrong by transferring to TCU and having one of the best seasons a quarterback has ever had. He caught 12 interceptions and had tons of clutch moments for the Horned Frogs, including a game-winning interception to keep a win streak alive in triple overtime, and he turned a team without a lot of talent into a contender. In the offseason, Jimmy was getting huge NIL offers from all sorts of teams, and even Lincoln Riley begged him to come back to Utah, but ultimately he decided to stay loyal to the team that had given him a chance. Going into his junior season, he has lofty goals of maybe even making a run at a Heisman, and he aims to take TCU to the playoffs, but some are saying his sophomore season was just a fluke. Let's go ahead and get into it and see what College Football 26's interesting road to glory mode has in store for us this time around. In our first game, we're taking on 47 overall FCS, as Jimmy gets a tackle for loss out the gate. And this team has pretty much refused to do anything except run the ball. When they do pass it, they just take the sack pretty much every time. And we got a 21-0 lead heading into the 4th quarter, still waiting on that first pick, and we're gonna creep up and get it here on the slant. Let's go. Not gonna quite be able to get out for the pick 6, but we'll take it, man. And that's just the way we wanted to start the season. We get the shutout, and Jimmy coming through with the pick, getting an A+ rating from the coaches for maybe the first time ever. I actually think that this is the first time that a coach has ever paid Jimmy a compliment. Feels pretty good. It's been years of just suffering abuse from these guys. Game 2 is gonna be different though. We're taking on our first ranked opponent of the season. Duke is ranked in the top 10 for the 2nd straight year, and they're gonna want some revenge after we upset them last year. If I remember correctly, they should be a little bit of a more pass-heavy team, but they're running the ball a lot early. Jimmy racking up tackles, getting one here, and going with some play action. Jimmy's guarding the crosser, and we're baiting this up and getting the pick. Yes, sir. 2nd on the season already. I have a feeling this is gonna be a good game, fellas. Gonna take that for a nice little return as well. Offense, go get a touchdown, please. Ask and you shall receive. This game's off to a beautiful start, and they're running right at Jimmy. Can we please get a hit stick off one time? 3rd down, we got man coverage coverage against the slot. Looks like he's going to go deep, and we're on his hip. The ball's coming our way. I can't see where it is, but Jimmy's going to go up, play it perfectly, and get the swat. Lockdown coverage to get us off the field. This game is a perfect example, though, of coach trust being broken, because we've got a pick, a swat, and 3 tackles, and just because they've been picking up first downs, we've got like a D rating. They're going to take us off the field. We are out for the rest of the half, so 10-6 game here. I'm having fun playing corner this year, but definitely still fighting through some annoying game mechanics to bring out this content. Road to Glory's better this year, but lots of issues to fix, dude. Anyways, 13-6 lead going into the third quarter, and I'm starting to feel much more confident about playing man coverage in the slot. We lock him up there. Okay, 3rd and 17. See if we can bait something up. That's a deep ball for sure, and we did bait it up. Can we get it? Oh man, just a little bit out of position. It's really hard when you can't see where the ball is going, but honestly, I feel like it makes it kind of realistic to how a cornerback would actually be able to play a deep ball, and that turns out to be a big play because offense gives us a 2-score lead, and on 3rd and inches, they're going horizontal run. No sir. This defense is playing great against a top 10 team, but we're bound to give up a touchdown eventually. This drive could be it. Duke's getting down near the goal line. They got 3rd and inches, and this is a huge play. We're manned up against the slot receiver. He's running a flat, and I was kind of expecting him to throw that. Makes a nice throw on the run, and this one's going to come down to the wire after all. And here we go, 2.5 minutes. We got to protect the end zone, and on 3rd and 7, we once again have lockdown coverage. Gonna go for the slant on the other side, and felt like we were so close to getting a pick there. It looks like Duke's just gonna punt it away. Right, offense, kill the clock. Let's go. For the 2nd straight year, we upset the Blue Devils, and an excellent game from Jimmy. Had a pair of deflections, an interception, and 3 tackles. All right, boys, next up we got Houston. I skipped the Texas State game because it was just boring, and we start out with a big hit. Let's go. But yeah, we're up to number 18 in the country, and this has unfortunately been another kind of boring game. Houston going play action here though, and oh, we're all over that. Of course he overthrows it. Dude, it's like they automatically overthrow it when they see you there. On 3rd and 19, we're manned up against the tight end, and they're actually going to run a screen to him. Kind of a bizarre play call. We'll go down and get an easy tackle. We're honestly playing great defense, but offense can't quite put this away, and Houston's starting to move the ball. They're going with a little play action pass here and cook us over the middle. Where are we at? Offense starting to wake up though. They come through with a big touchdown. Defense just has to stand tall one time here. We got 3rd and 12. I'm watching out for a corner route or something in this situation, and what is this? A little screenplay? We're all over that, and quarterback just took forever to throw it for some reason. Just need offense to kill the clock now, and they do just that. So not the most exciting game ever, but we get a big conference win. Unfortunately, not much of a game from Jimmy. So sitting at 4-0, we're ranked number 18, taking on Kansas State. We need to go get another dub in this one on the road, and so far they're driving the ball straight down the field, going with an outside run here, and nice job getting off the block to get the tackle, but coach is going to take us off the field. And we ended up being out for a super long time. Thankfully, offense playing well this game. We got a 17-7 lead. Gotta go get a pick before we get out of here though. And this game's not quite over yet. Kansas State trying to put a drive together, and they're gonna pick up a first down here. Jimmy comes off the field again, man. And we ended up getting the dub, but I guess that's gonna do it. Didn't see the field again for the rest of the 4th quarter. Pretty wild stuff. Not much of a day for Jimmy. He finishes with 2 tackles, and we have an F grade for whatever reason. And stats wise, this has been a pretty disappointing season so far. Only 2 interceptions. We've gotten 3 deflections. Gotta start holding on to some of those. But we've been winning, and I guess that's what's really important. Taking on 3-3 Cincinnati this week. We had a crazy game against them last time we played. I think the biggest difference this year has been offense is actually balling out. Don't want to jinx it, but they put us ahead in a lot of games here. Thankfully, we should actually get some chances at picks here because Cincinnati's trying to drive it before half. We played that out route beautiful. Wish he threw it. Now we got one of these weird formations that feels like a screen, but we can't really guard it. And actually, Jimmy's guy runs a curl. Wish he could have baited that up more. See, the crazy thing with CPU teams is like you're not even sure that they're going to pass the ball here. Why are they running the ball like in field goal range with 50 seconds left? We need something to break the drought on the picks, bros. 2nd and 10, and they're just cutting us up. They're going to take us off the field too. Come on. I'm just getting a little bit bored, to be honest. We're locking up the slot, doing everything we can. Ball's just not coming Jimmy's way. And that's going to do it. Another boring win. Boring wins are fine, but the stats, 2 picks through 6 games, unacceptable for Jimmy. And Jimmy's teammate Greg Singer recording another mixtape. I wonder if you forgot that he already asked us this last year. Of course, Greg, I'll help out. Oh, this time the mixtape sounded terrible though. A girl we were talking to heard it and got the ick. Oh no. And Jimmy once again gets C's on the midterms. C's get degrees, I guess. This is going to be the game though. We're catching multiple picks against Arizona State. I can just feel it. but this is going to be the game though. I'm feeling 3, 4, 5 picks against Arizona State today. We didn't get it in the first quarter, but starting out in the second quarter, they're going screen and give me that. My God, dude, that's the sickest pick of Jimmy's career easily. I did not think we were getting it, but the boy made it happen. Look at this replay, reads it perfectly, acrobatic with the catch. 10-0 lead, and this is shaping up to be exactly the type of game I wanted it to be. Hopefully they keep throwing the ball around. And Arizona State trying to just run the clock out before half, but we're rushing the snap and just killing the running back in the backfield. 3rd and 21, please tell me they pass the ball here. Oh, is that a pass? Nope, little draw play, easy money. And going into the second half, I feel like that second pick's coming. We're guarding the zig here, and oh dude, he was throwing it. Our guy hits him. That's a shame. I have found that guarding the flats is probably the best way to get picks in this game, at least playing the position I'm playing right now. Gonna keep in mixing in the man though. Sun Devils are driving the ball here, 1st and goal, and going to the outside. Jimmy's been doing a nice job in run support lately. Come on now, throw the ball. Why are we running the ball on 2nd and goal? Oh, I guess because the middle's wide open and they're gonna score easily. All right, we got a game on our hands here. This game's starting to look a little dangerous. Arizona State's got a hurry up offense too. They're trying to move the ball fast, and our man coverage just gets fried there. We were trying to bait up the flats, and it'll be a huge gain. Jimmy taken off the field, and just like that, we've got a tie ball game. Arizona State's gonna have 2.5 minutes. We got great field position at least. Kind of want to sell out for the run. Okay, they are gonna run. Good tackle from our linebacker. 3rd and 6, probably gonna be a throw. No, they go draw, and Jimmy tries to make the tackle, but can't quite get him down. Got a big 3rd and 4 here. This time it does look like a pass, but this quarterback is sneaky, bro. And coach is gonna take us off again. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be the rest of the game too. Watch. Yep. We didn't even get to be on the field for the freaking game-winning drive. And hey, this dude's interviewing us, talking about fresh off a surprising upset loss. What was the main contributing factor? The coach. You took out your best player during the game-winning drive. So there you go, coaches. The coach is displeased, but at this point I could care less. Oh damn, but they're like really displeased. Maybe that was a bad idea. And hold on just a minute. Did this dude just demote us to cornerback too? This is crazy. At least we're getting an NIL offer from a damn massage chair company. The good news is we are finally able to upgrade our abilities a little bit, getting ball hawk, and we'll improve our house call as well. I guess we just gotta go ball out at cornerback 2 today, taking on West Virginia in the rain, and their quarterback is launching it right at Jimmy here. This could be the one deep ball we actually catch, and Jimmy just lets it go right off his chest. That's frustrating, dude. We need the picks too. We're still hanging on to a lead. Hopefully they come to us again. This definitely is a pass heavier offense than we're used to playing. I don't know what happened to the Big 12, bro. I thought they were going to be slinging it around. Instead, they just want to run the ball and do RPOs and crap all the time. And West Virginia's been getting it together, taking a 14-10 lead. Some kind of play's got to happen soon, and he throws a spinner right to the flats. Wasn't expecting it so soon, and we're not able to make the tackle. Frustrating stuff, and they're running the ball right at us here. We barely get off the block and somehow make the tackle. Okay, we'll take that. This is actually a huge 3rd down. We need them to punt out of their own end zone, and they're just going past. We get good pressure and a sack. There we go. Okay, come on, offense. Make it happen, boys. They do get a touchdown. I sort of have a bad feeling about the way this game's going to end, and we're going in the flats here. They're going with a corner route, and we're on that. He threw it short, but we get the deflection in the pick. That is definitely helpful. Need offense to give us some security, and thankfully they do, so 10-point lead with a minute left. This is great. Now we can just bait up some picks, and they just dump it to the tight end here. Can't quite make a tackle, and he gets away. And are they going to take us off the field again? Bro, okay. We get the dub, I guess. Drop the one chance at a pick, sadly. We're going to need to go crazy in a road game against BYU, and this one could be tough for sure. And so far, offense has been doing nothing this one. Jimmy just trying to hold his own in coverage. We need to shut this drive down before halftime, and they're trying to just go with a weird little screen here. Jimmy's all over that. Give me the tackle for loss. So nice play from him early on, and they're going to run it to him again here. Come here again, running back. We can't quite make the hit, but still a nice little play. And 3rd and 14. Let's see what we got. See a crosser coming open, and oh my god, our safety gets cooked, misses the tackle, and BYU's up 10-0. Absolutely cannot take a loss here, and I'm trying to jump this screen. I felt like we timed it perfectly, but he throws it over the middle, and we get a pick from our linebacker. Come on, offense. Touchdown, touchdown. Oh my god, they only got 3, but they get a touchdown coming out of half. All right, well, could be worse from this defense. Really just that one big play we gave up, and oh man, they're coming right to us. Give me another big hit. We've been tackling well this game. Just need a pick, bros. I need it. I need it. Come on. They're gonna chuck it up deep instead, and our safety gets freaking cooked. What what are our safeties doing this game? Very frustrating stuff, and BYU's got the ball right back as well, and targeting us on the slant route. I didn't play that very well. Come on, somebody make a play here. They're going play action, and we get a tackle for loss at least. Big 3rd and 1 here, expecting just a run, and that's exactly what we'll get. Come on, we get the stop. And wow, BYU's going for this 4th and 2. This is a huge play. Quarterback scrambling, chucks it to the sideline, and he's out of bounds. Yes, sir. This defense coming up big. Come on, offense. Let's see what they got. Nothing. At least we flipped the field, though. Still got 5 minutes to fight. And guarding the drag, thought they were coming to us for a second. BYU is still going hurry up offense. And once again, they throw it really close to Jimmy. Almost able to get in there and make some kind of play. And now another big 3rd down, guarding the tight end. He runs a little in, and we get a breakup. This defense is coming up big. Just needs some kind of response. All right, up to the sim again. Come on, boys. Send this to OT. Oh no, we're off the field, but offense got something, got a touchdown. What's happening here? Okay, I guess we won. I don't know. As Jimmy, didn't really have a spectacular day. 4 tackles, but didn't get tried in the passing game. And okay, now Jimmy's coach paying him a compliment. Kind of mixed signals here. And thankfully we get some coach happiness. And hey, personal accolades aside, it's been a frustrating season for Jimmy, but his team's doing really well. We have a legit shot at the playoffs. If we win out, we control our own destiny for a spot in the Big 12 title game. This game against Baylor is going to be huge. They're coming in with 2 losses, ranked number 25. We got a ball out. And early on, we got a big 3rd and 11 near field goal range. See what we got here. They're just going to dump it off to the drag, easy stop. And Baylor actually misses the field goal too. So good start for this defense. And sit in cover 2 here. We're going to bait up this deep ball. And oh my God, he's actually going to throw it. Come on, Jimmy. Please catch this dude. Please, let's go. Right in the bread basket. We played it perfectly, even though I couldn't see the damn ball. And we have finally broken the interception drought. It feels damn good, dude. All right, that was nice, but still clearly we got plenty of work to do. And Jimmy faking the blitz and going into coverage. Probably been one of my favorite tactics so far. One thing about this game though, man, the receivers run kind of crazy routes. Like that route there was tough to guard. We could have easily gotten cooked for a touchdown. I consider myself pretty damn good at playing cornerback across all football games, and this is probably the hardest one I've touched. I don't know if it's because I'm in the slot or what. In this game, looking iffy early on. Baylor's got the ball right before half and going to the curl route here. Oh my God, how did we not even swat that? I thought we played it perfect. A pick there would have made my heart sing, bro. And that makes a big difference because now we're headed into the second half down by 2 scores. Just trying to make something happen, and their quarterback's gonna fumble here. Okay, can someone pick this up, please? Guess not. The running back's got it, but we do get a free tackle for loss out of it. Definitely a weird little play there, and Baylor going with a screen. We're gonna have to be tricky to get around the blocks, but we actually do a great job to get the tackle. This turned out to be a really good game from Jimmy. And on 3rd down, let's see what happens. We got like a cover 3 blitz. They're gonna go up top. We just need to swat this away, and our cornerback played it well, but dude, number 1 is a dog at wide receiver. And yeah, we're most definitely in trouble. Baylor in field goal range already. Dude's rolling out, and we actually get a sack, but Jimmy's coming off the field. I'm not really sure why. Okay, so Baylor got a field goal out of that, and offense is just laying an egg in this one. Something's got to give soon. Our defense is definitely fighting out here, though, going straight man coverage, and look at the boys getting in for the stop. That was great coverage from Jimmy, too, but coming off on 3rd and 25. And yeah, offense is literally doing nothing in this one. They go bubble. Oh man, should have hopped on it sooner. Missed tackle as well. Not a good look. Not gonna lie, I feel like things would have been different if Jimmy had caught that pick before halftime. 3rd down, they go read option. We get another stop on our side of the field. I mean, this defense has been pretty good. Offense has been putting us in terrible situations. And yeah, they kick a field goal and we just immediately turn it over. Now Baylor's probably just going to be straight running the ball. 3rd down, our last chance is probably like a pick 6 here, honestly. And we're seeing maybe a little screen action. Yeah, okay. I wasn't confident enough to jump it. They're going to pick it up. Could have made the tackle, but it's not going to matter either way. Now we're just sending the dogs, trying to shoot a gap, make a play, and we do actually get into the backfield. Nice tackle for loss for Jimmy. Jimmy has definitely done his part in this game, has made some tackles, obviously had the interception. Just a situation where offense has got to help us out. I didn't expect this offense to be losing us games either. They were so good at the start of the season. As Baylor's not even going to pass the ball on 3rd down. Super lame in my opinion. We do thankfully stop them just short. But yeah, that's probably going to do it. We go to the sim and offense literally turns it over again. This has been like an Iowa level bad offensive game. What's going on here, guys? At least we can try to get some tackles for loss. loss. Maybe they decided to throw it for some reason here for lucky. 3rd and 16, dude. Throw a screen at least. Okay, is that what we're gonna get? Yeah, they threw it. Oh, that ball hung in the air forever too. We could have got it quicker. Still another tackle for loss. But that's gonna do it for this one. Really gonna hurt our Big 12 title hopes. We don't control our own destiny anymore. After what I thought was a solid performance where we had a good rating though, coach is on Jimmy's ass again. Jimmy's just gonna continue to try to be the better man. With 2 games left, we sit at only 4 interceptions. Huge drop off from our 12 or 13 last year, but maybe these last 2 games will be our big ones. We are going to be able to upgrade our house call ability, and maybe 3-7 Iowa State will be the team to finally throw Jimmy a bunch of picks. If you're an avid watcher of the channel, you know I'm not a big fan of Iowa State, and here on a first down, looks like they're going to launch it into our cover 2. We got 2 guys there to make the play, and neither of them do. That's crazy. And we got an F grade because of that, so we're going to come off the field for, I don't know, the first quarter. At least offense decided they're going to score at least 1 touchdown today. But it seems like the Iowa State offense might be kind of tough to stop. And once again, Jimmy's going to come off the field. Please put us back in, coach. Come on. This is an offense we can get picks off of too. Jimmy's trying to get back in the game, pumping up the crowd. And I think maybe the quarterback was going to throw it our way there. They always hit him when you don't want them to. And now we got 3rd and 10. Let's see what we got. Looks like there's some kind of crosser coming our way. I thought he was going to throw it. We do stop him just short though. Come on, offense, do something. Nope, they throw a pick and Iowa State has it 1st and goal. Not ideal stuff from the fellas, and the clones take a 2-score lead. Okay, I guess I shouldn't have shouted out offense so soon. Now Jimmy's really gonna have to make a play, and this quarterback has happy feet. Am I gonna be out for the rest of this game? Okay, they at least put us back in the 4th. Please, Iowa State quarterback, please. I need it. I need a pick so bad. Nope, they just keep on running the ball. Can we get to the outside? Good tackle, Jimmy. See, Jimmy's still working. A lot of frustration, but he's still working, and sadly Iowa State is gonna totally run away with this one. So we lose our playoff hopes to a 3-7 team. That's gross. And yep, after winning every single defensive award last year, we're back down to cornerback 3. The coaches hate us even though we've got 4 picks on the season. We got a freaking 3.8 GPA. We got excellent leadership. What more does Jimmy have to do? I think it's possible that Bro's personality is just not all that good or something. At least we got 1 more home game taking on Colorado, who's an unfamiliar foe, and damn, their quarterback is fast. At least they're still putting Jimmy on the field, I suppose. And they're going to the flats here. We got the flats, and give me that. Come on, take this to the crib. Number 43 is going to get us, but still a big time pick. 5 on the season. I mean, that's not that bad. Maybe we'll get some more today too. And offense, dude, I don't know what happened to them from the start of the season to now, but they don't get anything out of that. Looks like it's going to have to be a defensive masterclass. And dude, this is what I hate. Why do all these teams always want to run the ball on 3rd down? Can you let me have some fun playing cornerback? Okay, 3rd and 11 here. They got to throw it here, right? We just got the curl route. I baited it up a ton. I was expecting him to throw the corner. We kind of bumped our dude on accident. And actually turns the ball over. What are those boys doing? We're going to come off the field again. This time Colorado gets a touchdown and we can't answer. It's possible that we might just need to catch a pick 6, and we're in a cover 2 here. They're going to launch it. We might be able to get a tip drill here. Come on. Give me a free one, damn. Okay, but that time offense went and got a touchdown. That's big. Colorado running the ball here. Jimmy's got a good angle and sit down. This is shaping up to be one of his best games of the season. And Colorado's got the ball back, going play action, and come on, this is our money route. I really thought they were going to try us. But wide receivers got it in space, and the wide receivers in this game make people miss. The skill moves from the CPU are kind of wild. Jimmy's definitely playing a lot less at the cornerback 3 slot, but actually he's like getting some good opportunities to be in good positions. This is like the most tackles we've had in a game maybe ever, but we might be getting fried by another below 500 team. Colorado's been going crazy on offense. All right, 4th quarter, last quarter of a bitter regular season, and at this point I don't care about winning. I'm just trying to keep on racking up these stats. Give me a 7th tackle on the day. Colorado's got the ball in the red zone, and I really want to try to bait something up here, and they're going to throw the go ball. Jimmy's right there to make the play, but of course he misses the wide receiver. That might have been our last chance for a regular season interception. We can still go and get some tackles here, and there's another for loss from Jimmy. Definitely his best statistical game of the year. Colorado's still continuing to pass the ball for some reason, and working our way over there, we'll go ahead and get another assisted tackle, but that's going to do it for this one. We end the season very poorly after such a promising start, and Jimmy's going to miss a conference championship game for the 3rd straight year. But hey, on the bright side, Jimmy just broke the career interception record in the Big 12, and I guess we upgraded our fan favorite to gold. At least the fans like us. And sadly, Jimmy did terrible on his finals. With all he's gone through this season, I can't blame blame him for not studying too much. And wow, that dropped our GPA all the way from a 3.8 to a 2.4. And okay, time to see if Jimmy won some awards. An Ohio State player is going to win the Heisman for the 3rd year in a row, which is wild. And Jimmy got first team all Big 12. Looks like he didn't get the Thorpe, which is kind of sad. Second team All-American as well, and 3rd string on his own team. And we do get a slightly better bowl game this year. Okay, we're taking on Oregon State in the Alamo Bowl. Oregon State is actually a fringe playoff team, coming in at 10-2 despite being only 70 overall. I do remember this being more of a pass-heavy team from when Jimmy played him in his freshman season. And in man coverage, they're gonna fry us on the crosser. Oh no. Wide receiver got by the defense, and he's off and running for an easy touchdown. And offense is just continuing their misery. Once again, don't really care a ton about the dub in this one. I just want to get some good stats. And Oregon State really is cooking us on offense so far, already getting into the red zone again, and Jimmy's just a tackling machine lately. But they do punch it into the end zone, and another blank from offense. Yeah, this one could be over before it started. Oregon State's just trying to run the ball now. Give me a tackle for loss. For some reason, the coaches are calling prevent on 3rd and 4. I don't know what the logic is here exactly, but they're gonna chuck it, and it did actually work out. Next year, I think I'm gonna go somewhere that has a higher overall team, but y'all have got to let me know in the comments whether you think Jimmy should transfer or stick it out with TCU. I really had a good time last year, but this year's just been a huge disappointment, and clearly the coaching staff doesn't really like us at this point. And on a 3rd and 14, we're just going straight up man coverage. I've found that playing down low tends to bait up the deep ball a little bit better, and yep, it's coming here. It's coming. Let's see if we can get it. Nope, it goes over everyone's head. This game has unfortunately just kind of turned into a complete beatdown, and I wouldn't think they're going to pass the ball a lot more. We'll get them to 3rd down at least, but oh, okay, coming off the field, that might be our last snap of the season. Well, the bowl game turned out to be just about as disappointing as the rest of the year. Not much of a game to write home about from Jimmy, and when it comes down to it, his stats really weren't that bad. We had a really nice tackling season actually. He almost led the team in tackles for losses. 5 interceptions by normal standards would be considered solid. Damn, we only had 5. I thought we had 6. We had 4 deflections, right? So a couple of those could have been picks, and no pick sixes on the season, which was extra sad. I do think that Jimmy could have one more great season in him, so let me know, where do you think he should go if he should transfer, or do you think that he should stay and try to make something happen at TCU? I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Jimmy McNulty is undoubtedly the best cornerback in college football, but every coach that he's played for has wound up hating him. At both Utah and TCU, he's played every down like his hair was on fire, setting the Big 12 career interception record last year, but his coaches have continued to find reasons to put him on the bench. Unfortunately, Jimmy's personality is just not very good. Nobody likes him. He's even had terrible luck with women despite being a star Division I football player. But there's always next year, and for his senior year, Jimmy McNulty decided he wanted to finish out his college career in what should hopefully be a more welcoming environment out in sunny California. This year, Jimmy's setting out to shatter the college football interception record and hopefully make his way into the playoffs. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I can't say I ever expected to transfer from TCU, but here we are running out in the Coliseum. It's time for Jimmy to reclaim his spot as the best cornerback in the country, but playing more like a linebacker on the first play. Sit down. Overall, Jimmy has shown himself to have maybe a little bit more of a safety ability set, although I still don't think tackling is really a specialty. He's still primarily an interception catcher, and another dude has the flats, but we're guarding the out here, getting the pick, and let's go. This is gonna go back to the bank, and that is exactly how we wanted to start the season. Jimmy is here to reclaim the crown, and maybe even make a run at a Heisman Trophy. And with just a little bit of time before half, FC West could give us another chance. They're trying to go to the corner route, and Jimmy's all over it, going up for the pick, but his safety swats it away. 2 picks on the first half of the season would have been huge, and thankfully we actually have a big lead on FCS. For some reason, the last few times I've played him in Road to Glory, it's been kind of close. I want to keep on going crazy here in the second half, and manned up here. I've kind of figured out my man coverage technique, and they're gonna throw it up to us here. Give me that, and let's take this back. Come on, I know I'm faster than everyone on this team. We just gotta swerve around some guys, get to the outside, and I think the quarterback's gonna catch us. Can't quite swerve him out as well, and Jimmy has 2 picks in his first game. This season is going to be different, guys. I kind of feel like we're not done yet. We haven't gotten 3 ever, apart from that game against Hawaii and baiting up the wheel route here. Once again, I know we've got the speed advantage. We just got to go up and get this, and there we go. 3 interceptions in game 1. This feels so good. Remember, Jimmy only had 5 all season last year, and could this be? Are we about to get a 4th, or is our safety going to mess it up again? Yep, our safety's going to mess it up again. And that's going to do it for this one. Literally couldn't have asked for a better first game. Jimmy quite literally played perfect with his new defense. I don't know what exactly to expect from Liberty today, but already going with a screen, sit the hell down. Not a bad start for Jimmy at all, but Liberty clearly has a little bit of firepower on offense. They're marching right down the field. Trying to come up with a goal line stand here. We got third down, and let's see, that looks like slants. We're on that, and the quarterback's rolling out. Easy sack for our D-line. We'll take that after a long drive for sure. Gotta be demoralizing, and offense doing their thing so far. Liberty has also run a few screens already, which should be good for getting picks. Just gotta stay alert and get on them. They are unfortunately proving to be a pretty run-heavy team, like another one of these teams that just loves to run the ball in RPO constantly. I feel like we're doing a pretty good job of guarding it so far though, and they're gonna run a corner route here. We're on that, but dude, it's that thing where they overthrow it every time we're about to get a pick. That's frustrating. Jimmy had played that pretty much perfectly, but we do get another third down stop. Offense does unfortunately turn it over though, and we got to lock up down here in the red zone again. We've been great on third down so far in this game, and I was watching out for that corner route from the tight end again, but they're just gonna run it, and we do get the assisted tackle. So defense clutching up again. Oh, but they're going for this 4th and 5. Okay, pretty bold early on in the game. Let's see what they got here. A little in route. They're just chucking it to the back of the end zone. Easy pick for our safety. So no picks yet, but I'm feeling pretty good with the situation headed into halftime. I feel like something's gonna come Jimmy's way eventually though. Just gotta keep on staying the course, playing good coverage. On third down, we're guarding the tight end, kind of expecting him to throw this for some reason, and he tries to on the run. Of course the ball gets stripped away. Damn. Our defender hadn't gotten there. That could have easily been a pick 6. And at this point, Liberty's kind of starting to get into desperation mode in the 4th quarter. Down by 12, they should start slinging the ball a lot more. Mercifully, coach really hasn't taken Jimmy off the field much this game, and they're just going to read option here. I think this is 2-down territory. And yeah, huge 4th and 4. What can we do here? They end up against the tight end. I'm looking for the corner route. Instead, they're just going to chuck it, and I thought that was coming to us. We get a swat. Fans are loving it. Need to get one before the day is done for sure. And look at the stuff they're running down by 12 with 2 minutes left. Just got to make sure we don't give up a quick touchdown here. We have been going with a lot of man coverage, and Jimmy's going to have to make a touchdown saving tackle there potentially. 3rd and 4, I'm kind of feeling a go route that we can bait up here. We're matched up against this slow guy, but quarterback's just going to scramble. Actually picks up a huge gain, and Jimmy's down to an F grade somehow, gets taken off the field. And that'll do it for the rest of the game. We do get the dub, but an uneventful day from our guy for sure. Now for a big one, number 18 Penn State. And here on the first play, look at Jimmy flying in for the assisted tackle. Helped out so much on that one. I don't really know what to expect from the Nittany Lions exactly, but they're going across the field here, and we're going to get a teammate pick. This looks like it could go back to the house. We're going to try to get some free coach trust from blocking, and the quarterback will stop him, but that's big. Offense thankfully does convert that into a touchdown, but we're guarding the back out of the backfield. He's running a corner route. That was tricky. We do stop him short though, and Jimmy's actually been hitting kind of hard this year, and we're playing very well in this one so far. Penn State finally putting a good drive together, but we stop him short on third down. And yeah, I expected this. They're going for the 4th and inches. Kind of watching for a pass play here. No, they're going to run it. Can we get to the edge? Yes, we can. Good work, boy. But, they're going to go with a screen here. Can we go get the hit? Oh no. This is going to turn into a touchdown, and it's all Jimmy's fault. The one time I feel like I wasn't looking for a screen. And offense punts it right back. We've kind of squandered this lead. Jimmy's going to have to find a way to make up for that play. Penn State's got it down on the goal line. We got to make sure we at least hold them to a field goal. 3rd and goal. Watching out for the screen here, and damn, we got blocked. We're still able to make the tackle, but that could have been a pick 6. I should have played just a little bit more inside maybe. Offense is coming through for us though. They get 7, and look at the pass rush hitting on the big drive. 3rd and 19, definitely got to put the clamps on here. I'm not really sure what to expect, and dudes are just running a fade ball, easy money. Game's not over yet though. Offense punts it back. It looks like we're gonna have to survive for one more drive. A pick would obviously go crazy in this situation, and we got 3rd and 11, kind of a weird formation for Penn State. This could be a go ball. No, it's a curl, and dude just chucks it into nothing. And they're actually gonna go for this 4th and 11. Let's see what they got. Just watching out for a corner route or something. No, they're just chucking it. The ball's going up, and we get the swat. That should hopefully win us this game. All right, offense gets a field goal, and we still have a chance to go get that pick. Look at the box coverage on the corner route. And even though he gave up a touchdown, this game's somehow rated as an A for Jimmy. Honestly, not really sure why, and maybe we shouldn't have let that slot receiver go so fast. Penn State just cuts us up the seam. But doesn't really matter. We get a big ranked dub. Not much of a day for Jimmy at all, but at least the coaches were happy with us. Next up is Washington. I want the dub, but I need some picks even more on this one. And I think the quarterback wanted to throw us one there. I'm just not really sure what the pick method is right now. Felt like we had something going in that FCS game, but I might have lost the plot. Right now I'm just trying to play good coverage and hope the ball comes to Jimmy, and we should have dropped back sooner, and no, bro. No way he got out of that. That's actually insane. Gonna turn into a touchdown. And offense gets nothing. We could be in trouble here. We got a 3rd down though, and man coverage. We're baiting this up. Jimmy's on his hip. They're throwing it up deep. Our safety is there to swat the ball ball away from us once again. But I feel like we were onto something there. By the way, USC's got a 3-4 defense. Jimmy basically is just playing linebacker right now. And this game has not been great so far. Offense at least gets a touchdown there though. Still waiting on that pick going into the second half though. And okay, offense picking up another 3 to tie it. And Jimmy guarding a fade ball here. Oh, they're coming to him. Come on, man. We got to strafe up and play this. And we play it perfectly, but Jimmy drops it. Come on, bro. The world is just not fair, dude. Do everything right and you still get punished out here. And now Washington's got it 1st and goal. They can take this game right back, but they're going bubble and Jimmy's on it. Yes, yes, dude. For once, the drought is finally gonna end. And this is gonna be an easy pick 6. 84 yards, the best play of Jimmy's career. And low key, dude, I did not see that guy behind us. It's a good thing we didn't fumble into the end zone. Hopefully we didn't squander any coach trust with those antics. And this game's far from over. Washington's moving the ball again, but coming right back to Jimmy, this time on the fade ball, and we're on that too. This is gonna be another pick 6, and it's turning into one of Jimmy's best games ever. He has single-handedly flipped this thing on its head. Dare I say, those plays kind of reminded me of the late great Nick Sabatka, and oh, thought they were trying us again there. That'll take us to the 4th quarter. You guys have no idea how hard I'm having to focus to guard these stupid slot receivers. We get cooked there, but our teammate got cooked worse. It is just twice as hard to guard the slot receivers because the receivers actually run good routes in this game and they can move either way. Okay, we got to shut this down. 3rd and 3, probably 2 down territory for Washington, and they're just gonna run it. We got to contain the outside. Good job, D. Okay, this play could potentially be the game. See what we got here. Looks like Curl's quarterback taking off. Jimmy make the tackle. Oh, did he get that? Nope, we get the stop. Couldn't totally bring him to the ground, but we'll take that for sure. Offense was able to kill a ton of clock as well, but Washington's trying to get back at us fast. I would be so happy if Jimmy could find a way to get another one here, man. Oh, they're going for the fade ball. Can we get that? Oh man, I couldn't see where the ball was going, and somehow he catches that. You definitely can't say it's been a perfect game for Jimmy, and the cornerback's trying us again here. Did we get the swat? Yeah, okay. And that is going to do it for this one. Once again, not a perfect day for Jimmy, but 2 pick 6s. We'll take that all day. And in game 5, we actually got another home game, making these Big Ten teams come out to California a whole lot, I guess. I know Luke Fickell likes to pass the ball a little bit more, so hopefully we'll get some picks today. And Wisconsin is actually driving the ball straight down the field. We've been pretty good down here on the goal line, though. Let's see if we can get a stop. They're just going right up the middle. We hit him in the backfield, but it will be a touchdown for the Badgers. Okay, offense responds, though. We're chilling. Wisconsin going deep ball here, though. Oh no, we're in cover 2 man, so this should be fine, but somehow dude catches it. Come on. Yeah, this game's not looking so great, guys. Jimmy needs to make a play to flip this around. With offense turning it over, Wisconsin's gonna have it right back down on the goal line. Going with a pass play here, though. We got the flats, and for some reason the quarterback throws that. Give me that. We're going the other way, and we just gotta outrun this receiver. Come on, Jimmy. You're 99 speed. You can do this. We turn on the Jets, and let's go. 3 pick 6s through 2 games. Come on now. Another play that just totally flips this game on its head, especially down in the red zone, dude. That was just massive. And Wisconsin's throwing the ball a lot. I feel like we could definitely get another one. By the way, even with the pick 6, we're at a D grade, so can't give up another touchdown or coach is going to take us off the field probably. 3rd and 16 though. We can get a stop here, right? Nope, I guess not. Like I've said, these wide receivers are kind of crazy when it comes to getting out of tackles. We got another 3rd and goal down on the goal line though. Come on, man. I'm waiting on a fade ball or something. They running in and going right to our cornerback. Make a play. Oh, that's number 76. Why is he manned up on the tight end? And yeah, we are at an F grade now, so coming out till midway through the 3rd, we're gonna have to make another play to get that coach trust back up, and missing tackles is not gonna help. We played that very well too. Just gotta clutch up, make sure we don't choke this thing away. This 3rd down's big, and they're going to the fade. Please make a play, cornerback. Thank you, dude. Was hoping Jimmy could get in there for the carom. And let's see, can offense kill the clock? Yes, they can. Okay, so another big time dub, and another big day for Jimmy with the pick 6. And after that game, we're able to upgrade Jimmy to a 99 overall at last. Let's go. Still not ranked, but we'll be 5-0 taking on Nebraska. We've got a ranked win too. But one of the sad things about USC is they literally don't have any jersey options. We'll rock the throwback though. We get a dub today though. We should be ranked for sure, taking on a sorry Nebraska team, and we're trying to get that. Oh man, that would have been sick if Jimmy could have got the pick. I'm telling you, man, in general, the Big Ten has much more pick-offable offenses for some reason. I'm enjoying Jimmy's time at USC thoroughly so far. Whenever you play these cornerback things, it's good to try out a few different conferences to see which one works the best. I always assume it's going to be the Big 12 for whatever reason. We got a 3rd down here, see if we can get a stop, but Nebraska's going to the other side. Nothing we can do about this. We're just going to have to run that boy down. Nebraska's offense has unfortunately been humming, but we got a chance at a big 4th down stop here early, and we are going to plug it up. That's big, but we need offense to to get it together. They've had a couple of turnovers early on that have hurt us bad. Got a 3rd and long though. This feels good. And why are they running a stick, dude? They're just going to throw it to the outside. We were almost there for the pick, but we do get the tackle for loss. Offense, unfortunately not converting that into anything once again. And man, I thought he was going our way. Usually you can bait the CPU into throwing those crosser routes. You just got to be really careful because if the ball gets past you, it can easily turn into a touchdown. And thankfully, O does finally come through coming out of halftime. Let's go make a play here, defense. Come on. Nebraska is moving to more of a run-heavy approach. But right now, Jimmy doing a really good job in the tackling game. He's got 4 assists and 2 solo tackles, I believe. And I will say, tackles are definitely harder to come by in this game because the runners are definitely shifty. Even the quarterbacks and like wide receivers and stuff. Open to end this Nebraska drive right here. They got 3rd and 16. And trying to bait the deep ball, they go to the crosser. Great job by our cornerback. This one's turned out to be a fight for sure. Just waiting on that big play from Jimmy, but they're not giving him a lot of opportunities. Basically just full ground and pound offense from the Huskers at this point. They're trying to just kill clock on us. 2nd and 12 though, they're trying to go with a play action pass. We're sending the blitz and we get in. There we go. 3rd and 18. They're in field goal range. Let's try to get a pick. Okay, no, they just dump it off for some reason, making the field goal a little bit easier, I guess. Come on, offense. Do something, boys. Damn. Our first loss better not beat in Nebraska, bro. I swear to God. Jimmy's doing his best, fighting through blocks and doing everything he can, but we need a pick. 3rd and 6. Come on, Jimmy. Just trying to bait up that curl. Come on. Throw me the ball, quarterback. Oh, I thought he did for a second. That was way too much time in the pocket, and this is going to get him all the way down to the goal line. That's brutal. The good news is Nebraska excels at losing games that they're in position to win. Hopefully they'll flub this one up. They're going with an RPO here, just running it up the middle and way too easy. We could be screwed if offense doesn't get anything here, but okay, they did at least give a field goal. That gives us a shot. Defense just got to keep making plays. 2nd and 10, they are going to pass the ball, and low-key, we're beat bad here. I was expecting a corner route, and they have the wheel. Oh no. That is probably going to kill our hopes for this one. So our winning streak is going to fall to Nebraska of all teams, and it wasn't even really that close. And Jimmy somehow winds up with a terrible teammate grade, even though I thought he played great today. 6 assists, 4 tackles. Good news is, at 5-1, we're still definitely in the playoff picture. So now we need a dub in this game against Minnesota. And I should mention real quick, I had an issue where my last few games didn't save for whatever reason, so I had to replay them and recreate the results, but actually we got more picks. So if you see any inconsistencies with the stats or whatever, that's why. And here on an early 3rd and 7, I'm trying to bait up this flat. This is where we've gotten a lot of picks, and dude, you see the quarterback actually wants to throw that, but can't quite get the ball out. That is an unfortunate missed opportunity because Minnesota does seem to be a pretty legit ground and pound team, but baiting up the crosser route here and we get the pick. This is going to be a pick 6 too. Let's go. Jimmy cracks open the scoring in this one himself. And this is looking like a potential beatdown. 14-0, and Minnesota trying to go with another pass, throwing it over the middle, and our teammate gets the pick this time. These dudes are trash. I think the stadium's empty for a reason. Now Minnesota will have to start passing the ball kind of heavy, and oh man, I wasn't expecting that. We actually probably still could have gotten the pick. I didn't think we were going to be in range. And this hasn't been Jimmy's best drive. Gets beat a couple times in man coverage, and Minnesota's right down here in field goal range now. They are starting to run out of time, and this play looks locked up. Quarterback's gonna get out of the pocket though. Really easy touchdown. So this one's a bit closer than expected late in the second half. The Gophers are starting to go full hurry up offense. Hopefully some more opportunities for picks. And I'm out here trying to bait up deep balls. Quarterback is gonna chuck it up here. We've got a shot at it, and I cannot see where that is at all. I don't even know what happened on that play. Very annoying quirk of the camera angle cost us an interception, which by the way, I don't think happens on Dynasty mode. I'm kind of thinking about doing my next cornerback series just on Dynasty player lock. That's what I did on College Football 25, and I think that without all the like coach trust shenanigans stuff, it would be more fun. So let me know what you think on that. Would that bother you guys, or do you just want to see like the games? I was hoping that Road to Glory would be a little bit better this year. And to be fair, Road to Glory is definitely better. Like if they iron out a couple things, it'll be a really good mode. By the way, with Minnesota putting a couple drives together just like that, we're down to an F. So case in point, you know. And we actually got taken out for the rest of that game, including what I think could have potentially been a game-winning drive for Minnesota. But whatever, we get the dub. Got a pick 6 on the day. I'm happy. And we just broke the USC single-season interception record only 7 games in. And thankfully after that dub, we're up to number 23 in the rankings. We are definitely still a playoff contender. But after that play, Jimmy spent the rest of the first quarter on the bench. Par for the course at this point. At least offense was able to strike back with the touchdown, and they're going slants here. We're on that and getting the pick. This is going to be another pick six in a season that has been filled with house calls for Jimmy. And dude, I'm not going to lie, he might like be starting to put a little Heisman campaign together. And if we get another one today, dude, I don't know. I haven't really tested yet how much it takes to get on there as a defensive player. My experience with the last couple of games is for some reason sacks get you on there really fast, but not interceptions. I had tried to bait one up there in the flats and they're going bubble screen. Damn, dude, I wasn't quite ready for it. And Jimmy's going to have to run this dude down. It'll be a big gain and probably wind up with us on the bench again. All right, we come back in the third quarter. It is a tie ball game again, though. Thankfully, we will get a third down stop. But offense happens to be struggling a little bit in this one. Michigan's got it on the goal line, though. Can we get a safety? Oh, no, he breaks out of there. That's dangerous. Going to be 2nd and 1. Can't squander this good field position, dude. Got to try to stack him up here, and Jimmy will make a tackle. Kind of. I mean, they broke out of it, but they credit us with the tackle. It's taken off the field again, though. I don't know why we're going down to an F so fast. Is our coach trust already low or something? Dude, are we going to be out for the rest of the game? Okay. So 4th quarter, we're up by 7. I still don't know what's up with that. Sometimes your coach trust goes down way faster for some reason. Feels like we're walking on eggshells in this one for whatever reason, and we got great coverage here. That was a huge sack. We got a 3rd down. Stop here would be huge. They'd probably have to go for a 4th, but they're actually going screen, and yeah, we don't have guys over there. They're going to pick this up easily, unfortunately. And we got a weird formation here. Not sure if I like the play call in this situation, and they're going screen. Nobody's over there to get it. We're going to have to track him down ourselves, and Michigan's going to have this at the goal line. We come out of the game again. Oh, hopefully this doesn't send me into overtime. Come on. Okay. No, Michigan scored again. Dude, what happened? Oh no, offense must have turned it over, and we take a killer loss on the road. We had that game too. An absolute choke from the boys there. And bro, what? They demoted us to cornerback too? What's going on? I don't even know what I did wrong in that game. I was expecting this to kind of like solidify later in the career, but yeah, this mode is fully broken for cornerback. Like I can't play as a cornerback in this mode. They've either got to patch it or we got to switch to Dynasty Player Lock for the next series. Makes me sad. There's so much potential here. Like they've got a lot of good stuff in place. We've got to be careful today. One slip up and Jimmy's like on the bench for the rest of the season, I swear. We've got a 3rd and long here though. Nothing could go wrong, right? We're just going to bait up that flat route and he actually is going to throw it. Ball just goes out of bounds. Okay, so actually not a bad start in terms of coach trust. And they're going a wheel route here. They're trying to throw that to Jimmy. Ooh, I think we were maybe on it. Might have gone over his head. I'm not sure. I do think Rutgers is going to be a tricky team to get picks off of. They're definitely run first, just like Minnesota. I'm going with a pass play here. I was expecting more of a post route. They run it in instead, but thankfully our linebacker's there to help us out. Thank you, bro. All right, we started out with a touchdown. Good stuff. Defense has been playing well so far. Ball not coming Jimmy's way a lot, but he's just playing his part, making some tackles. Hopefully we get an opportunity eventually. And on 3rd down, they're going with the slants. We get the breakup and the stop. Unfortunately, it's looking like offense might struggle a little bit today. One problem we've had is they just always put us in bad field position, it seems like. 3rd down here, though. Hopefully we can make a play. And we just got a little crosser. No, it's a curl. Can we break that up? Yes, sir. Okay, that was big. I'm really glad we didn't give up that completion. And offense gets a field goal. I feel like this game's going by kind of slow for me. And that time we locked up the curl route. One thing that's been helpful this season is I've figured out how to use like the defensive hot routes to put Jimmy in better passing assignments. And we have a perfect one here, guarding the slant, and they're gonna come right to us. Give me that. Just what we needed, boys. Hopefully offense can turn that into points. Unfortunately they can't, but all good. We got a B- coach rating, and I thought they were maybe gonna try us again on that one. Got a 3rd and 13 here. Not really sure what to expect from the receiver, and he goes wheel route. Are they coming to us? Oh dude, they are. I couldn't see the ball. I thought they were throwing it to the inside. Guess that's what I get for trying to do too much. Our coach trust back down to a C now. We got 3rd down again though, and Jimmy's supposed to just be coming on a blitz. I'm gonna help out with these slants though, and quarterback gets screamed at. Thankfully can't get that off. There was a ton of stuff open there. This is kind of just like an ugly Big Ten game, and Jimmy's guarding this deep here, kind of playing behind it. A little bit worried about giving up the deep ball. I know the comeback's coming, and yeah, there it is. We're at least able to make the tackle. That route is just so hard to guard because it's like you want to play it aggressively, but you also know that if you give up the streak, you're screwed. Got another 3rd down here. This time Jimmy's manned against the tight end, and I wasn't really ready for the out. They're just gonna hook this up. Come on, make a play, boys. There we go. Okay, we hold them to a field goal. That's big. Come on, offense, get us something. Damn, offense really just useless on this one. It's gonna have to be defense that wins it, and I'm really putting this defense in just ruthless situations by calling man coverage on almost every play. But that's how we get picks and sit down. Finally a big hit. Okay, 3rd and 2. Let's see what we got here. They're just gonna run the ball. We're trying to shoot the gap, and it's 4th and inches. Okay, gotta lock up here. We're sending heavy blitz, and they just run it. Come on, that should hit. Bang. Defense coming up huge. This time offense at least punted the ball far enough, but this is a scary situation, and oh my god, they came right to us. What is the quarterback doing? Would have been lovely if we could have gotten an interception there. We weren't in great position, and they're going with the bubble. Dude, once again, why is he throwing that? I'm like not ready for him to throw it at the time that he's throwing it. Quarterbacks just do weird stuff in this game. It's hard to guard all of it on this camera angle, and it sucks because those had the potential to be game-winning plays. All Rutgers needs is a field goal here. Could be in trouble, man. They're just going full on dink and dunk. This is going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. And we got 3rd and 7. Going to be a little bit cowardly and go with zone coverage in this situation. And let's see. Okay, just slants. Trying to bait the flat. Oh, dude, I didn't see that route at all. I guess that was the slant coming from the other side. It looked like the running back, though. And just like that, Rutgers is in field goal range. They could potentially win the game here. And I think they're probably just going to run the ball. It's working out well, too. I'm definitely not eating the blame for this one if we lose, though. Offense has not given us any help whatsoever. And oh, I feel like he was throwing that flat. We get the sack, which could maybe push him out of field goal range. We're just sending full blitz on 3rd down. Oh my god, they threw the flat again, and I wasn't freaking on it. Okay, at least we get the stop, but damn. Lots of missed opportunities on that drive. All right, come on, offense. All we need is 3. They turn it over. And sadly, Rutgers is just going to be able to kneel this thing out. That could potentially do it for our playoff hopes. And yeah, 12-10. That's how our season falls. 2 goose eggs in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Defense just couldn't hold up forever. And okay, we just broke the Big Ten single season interception record, so that's the bright side, I guess. Coming in with 12 at this point. Once again, I had to replay a couple games, so that number's inflated a little bit from what you guys saw on screen, but very impressive for Jimmy nonetheless with 3 games still to go. And we actually earned Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week after that. Not sure if we deserved it for that particular performance. You never know, though. We could still find a way to sneak into the conference championship game, and trying to bait up the fade ball there, but our pressure has been hitting fast in this one. Maryland has been tough in this one, man. Tie game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going with a little play action here. This is something I can bait up, and we are going to get the pick. Don't know if we have room to take this back, but that's a big one. Jimmy's 13th on the season. Offense gets nothing, though. We're in trouble in the 4th quarter. Big 3rd down, and they're just launching it here, dude. I never like this. Jump balls are bad news in this game, and we are going to get dunked on. Maryland takes the lead. This USC team has really faded in the last couple of weeks. The offense continues to just struggle, but Maryland's going with a weird little play action here, and we're going to get it. Let's go. They just floated that in the air for some reason, and this is going to tie the game back up. Jimmy is him, dude. That could be a potential season-saving play right there. Still tons of work to be done, though, and we're going cover 1. They, for some reason, just decided not to cover over there, and it'll be a massive gain for Maryland, getting them right back into field goal range. And I have to be hyper-aggressive here and trying to make a play. They're running it, though, and this doesn't look good. Huge hole for the back, and he's going to tumble into the end zone. Offense doesn't do anything either. They just are putting it all on the defense every game here, and oh my god, they're throwing a fade ball. We weren't on it, though. I'm shocked at that play call, dude. Did not expect that with 2 minutes left. So Jimmy doesn't end up being totally blameless for this loss. Just had to get over aggressive hoping to make a play. Only shots if we get a pick 6 here on 3rd and 5. And let's see. Okay, they are throwing it. Just guarding the Crowe, we get the sack. Just gonna have to send this thing out, and let's see. Okay, offense still getting nothing. Offense always just kind of takes on a life of its own in this series, becomes like a sort of enemy of our cornerbacks. And we are unfortunately down to 6-4. At the playoff hopes at this point, pretty much dead. But Jimmy's Heisman hopes, not necessarily dead, I will mention. We are able to upgrade our ball hawk to gold after that, which was good. And next up, UCLA, who's like one of the highest overall teams we've played in this entire series. This is going to be another tough one for sure, even though UCLA is only 6-4. Offense has mercifully been a bit better in this one, so they're keeping us in the game, 17-17 in the 3rd quarter. UCLA is in field goal range, but we got a 3rd down here, sending the dogs, and they do hit, thankfully. I was wondering if he was going to throw that flat route to us. And the offense has got 24 points. What's going on, fellas? I guess they waited till our season's like basically over to start producing. And hopefully UCLA starts chucking around, giving us chances to make plays. They're actually going to go tunnel screen right to our man here. Jimmy can't make the tackle, but they're going to credit him with the tackle anyways. Okay. Tackle crediting in this game is actually quite weird, and they're just going go balls here. We're baiting this up. They throw it to the other side, and our teammate gets a pick. That's big. Offense can't convert that, but I can't be mad at them this time around. Defense has actually got to do its thing here. UCLA has kept it fairly balanced here, but oh god, they're going with a slot fade. We're on this. This should be a pick, but the quarterback must have just placed that perfectly. We couldn't even get a hand on it. And Jimmy gives up a big touchdown. Damn. And offense does not bail us out. That actually kind of hurts. And we just got to sell out for the run, hoping to get a stop. 5 wide here though. What's this? Are they actually? Wow, they're going to pass the ball. Okay, curl routes, and they just dump it over the middle. Kind of ballsy from UCLA. And they're just going to be able to kneel this one out. That's pretty unfortunate. So one of Jimmy's worst games of the season, we give up a critical touchdown. But for some reason, this is the game where we actually like got a B-. I don't know. We're down to cornerback 3 again, by the way. I'm not sure exactly when that happened. The good news is we get a chance to end our regular season against a top 5 opponent. Upset here could be a nice way to tie up the series. I have a feeling offense probably isn't going to have as much of the tank as last week, so Jimmy's going to have to make some huge plays. And after getting a tackle on the quarterback, he's going to come down here on the speed option and get another tackle on the running back. Thought that would be for a loss. We got 3rd and 9 sitting in the flat route. I'm trying to bait up that in, but he just goes over the middle. Thankfully, offense responds with a touchdown. And after a tackle for loss, we're coming off again. I think this is just because we're cornerback 3. We're not in the package. We get back on a couple plays later, and I like that I'm actually getting to guard the outside receiver. Hopefully we can bait up a deep ball at some point. This one could slip away if we don't make a play soon though. 14-7 Notre Dame ball. And we're trying to bait up the out route. That was almost a pick 6, just a step away. Outside receivers do not run that route very often. I don't even think about guarding it because it's a long throw anyways. You can usually kind of catch up to it. Offense has unfortunately kind of ceased doing anything. And defense genuinely struggling in these last couple games. Kind of seems like the boys have given up. We're going to end up watching a lot of this 3rd quarter from the bench as they're going bubble here. We're all over that. Please throw it. Sometimes they throw it late. This time they just chuck it, and I don't know where to. We're going to get a pick that might like kind of give us a chance in this one, or maybe not. Offense just throws a pick 6. On 3rd and 16 though, Notre Dame just does the smart thing. We stop them just short. They going for this 4th down? No. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. 38-10. We didn't look like a playoff team here in the last stretch of the season. Just 3 tackles for Jimmy in this one. Sadly was not able to get an interception in his final home game. And we got some awards to look forward to. Sadly not going to be the Heisman this year, but Jimmy does return to form, winning the Chuck Bednarik with 14 interceptions, 3 deflections. Gonna get everything else as well. Bronco Nagurski, Jim Thorpe, first team All Big Ten, and of course first team All American. He unfortunately did not earn the honor of being cornerback 1 on his own team, and we actually didn't get into a bowl game in this one, which is sad because I wanted to get to 15 picks, but we finished the year with Jimmy's best year by far. Really had a great tackling year, 33, 24 assists, had the 14 picks and a few pick 6s as well. Added to his 18 from years prior, he shattered the interception record with 32 interceptions on his career. And hey, I mean, college football really wasn't it for Jimmy, just never fit in with any team. But there's always the NFL, and here's what I want to know. Let me know if you think that I should make Jimmy in Madden 25 or wait for Madden 26 to come out to play the rest of his career. I kind of want to just play it in Madden 25 because the Madden 25 cornerback career mode is golden. But I'll let the comments decide, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Jimmy McNulty just finished up what many would consider to be the greatest statistical career in college football history. He shattered not only the single season but career interception records in college football, but his career was marred by multiple disputes with coaching staffs that led to him repeatedly being benched despite his great on-field performances. In terms of athletic ability, Jimmy should be a top 5 pick in the NFL draft, but unfortunately his college coaches have been bad-mouthing him to any NFL scout that gets within earshot. In this video, we're going to play through the combine to see where he can get drafted, and also play through his entire rookie season. Let's go ahead and get into the NFL combine. Alright, so first up we got the 40-yard dash, and as y'all have seen, Jimmy is one of the fastest players in the country, so he should be able to do pretty well. We are going to get a 4.31 on this. I will take that all day. Great start to the combine for Jimmy. Okay, now we got the bench press. I don't know if Jimmy's strong like that, man. He wasn't that much of a tackler in college. We'll see how he does on the bench press here. Looks like he's gonna get 10 reps. That's not great, but I guess they're gonna give us an A grade for that. Okay, next up we got a little broad jump. I'm just mashing this damn button and Jimmy's gonna jump an 11'4". I don't know how good that is, but it looks like it was actually top of the draft class, so we're getting A's on everything so far, which is big because we get a +5 boost to whatever stat is used for the drill. Yeah, all of these drills are pretty much the same from Madden 25, which is okay. I feel like honestly the Madden Superstar mode is really solid. There's not necessarily a whole lot I want to see changed. I really had fun with the mode last year, and Jimmy is just going crazy on this combine. This should help offset the bad things the coaches have been saying about him. So after all that, they got us projected as a mid-first round pick, and here we go, NFL draft. Jimmy's getting a call from the Falcons, and with the number 15 pick in the NFL draft, Jimmy is headed to Atlanta, following in the footsteps of many great cornerbacks before him. It's definitely clear that Jimmy's character issues affected his draft stock, but going in the mid-first round as a cornerback still isn't bad at all. So it looks like Jimmy's actually going to be starting at cornerback 3, which is kind kind of interesting. Normally they just start you out at cornerback number 1. So it looks like we're going to have to try to dive into these practice drills and gain a little bit of coach trust. It looks like all we're doing in this one is trying to sack the quarterback, which kind of seems like a weird drill for Jimmy to be doing. Also, why do we have our starting quarterback just taking sacks in preseason training? That one wasn't too interesting. Looks like we got the silver medal, and that was able to get us just a little bit more coach trust. And here's our chance to really prove it. Preseason game taking on Detroit. This will be Jimmy's debut. This is my first time touching cornerback on Madden 26. I don't know what to expect, but we're playing man coverage, seeing a corner route, and Jimmy is all over that, getting a pick on the first drive in his preseason game. And I think that's a sign that this is about to be a very promising career, locking up Detroit's star receiver. Really couldn't have asked for a much better start to the preseason. Still got a little bit more work to do to get up to cornerback 2 though, and man, it really looks like they overhauled superstar mode in this game. Madden 26, not gonna lie, first look, looking really good. It looks like they've also got a system where you can choose between a drill that gets you more coach points and a drill that gets you more wear and tear recovery, so that's kind of cool as well. So far, I would say the drill themselves have been a bit disappointing though. I wish they were more coverage focused, because just running through little circles on the field really isn't that fun. But Jimmy was able to earn gold in his second practice. And we got another preseason game. I'm trying to see another pick in this one. And I can already tell teams love to run this corner route just like they did in Madden 25. We're going to get a lot of picks off of that. Lots of lockup coverage from Jimmy so far. We're trying to bait up this Crowe route here, and Cam Ward scrambling a little bit and actually throwing it our way. We've got a chance at a deflection, and that was almost a cheap pick. Okay, 3rd and goal. Jimmy's just playing a little cloud flat against this tight end, and the Tennessee Titans going to go over the middle and get the touchdown. Our defense did kind of get stepped on that drive. No idea overall how good this Atlanta team is going to be, and trying to get a block here, we're actually going to get a tackle on the running back, which is good to see. Jimmy really had a tough time tackling in college, so I'm really hoping that he can improve that in the NFL, and oh, I thought we baited up that flat route. Unfortunately, Cam Ward is just totally frying our secondary, and he's going to scramble here. I was hoping he'd throw it to us on the outside, but the Titans are kicking our butts in this preseason game. Alright, hopefully we can see some picks in the second half at least, and oh my god, Jimmy, can we get off this block please? I read that play really badly, but we are eventually going to get the tackle, Jimmy's 3rd of the day. And that'll do it for our 2 quarters in that game, as the Titans just completely lit us up. Got 3 tackles, but we lost like 31-7. And okay, this time in practice, we've actually got like a DB drill, but they're doing this thing where they just zoom the damn camera out so much. Like, why are they doing this? Okay, 3rd and I believe final preseason game. We got to go crazy in this one. And trying to bait up this little Crowe route, we will get a tackle early on, but give up a catch. On 3rd down, we're going to play man coverage and bait up, and man, we've strapped this up. They got to throw us this corner route again, man. I'm trying to get another pick. Alright, Cowboys have been driving it, but we got a 3rd and goal, time to lock up. And Jimmy's just got this hook curl zone, playing some great coverage, making sure that crosser doesn't get open, but they got a guy on the other side. Is this defense just trash? And we got a 3rd and inches here. Looks like they switched us to man coverage at the last second, and oh no, this could be bad. I wasn't able to get to my guy pre-snap. They're gonna throw it up to us, but thankfully we get the pass breakup. Okay, and we're gonna get one more drive before halftime. I'm gonna need nothing short of a pick here. Looks like Dallas is actually gonna pass it, and just going with a little swing to the running back, we're on that for the tackle. I'm pleasantly surprised with Jimmy's tackling so far, and with just 1 play left before halftime, Dallas is trying to get a scramble going. Dak Prescott running for the end zone, but Jimmy flies in to stop him, and that's gonna do it for the half. Okay, so we weren't able to get another interception, but that was a solid game. Couple tackles and a deflection for Jimmy, and we met our coach objectives. So unfortunately, after the preseason, Jimmy's still in a backup role. Looks like we're gonna have to keep on working to get on the field full time. We gotta keep on grinding in these drills, and I hope they keep on giving us the DB battle, because Jimmy is of course elite at this. So we get gold on the drill. Coach, please put Jimmy on the field. Come on, man. One of my hot takes about these modes is I really don't like to actually spend that much time trying to get on the field. I just want to play the game, and we'll see how much time we get against Tampa Bay. And Jimmy didn't get on the field to the 3rd quarter. That's actually wild, but here in man coverage on his first play, they're going to come his way on the fade ball, and we are on that. Give me that. The first official pick of Jimmy's career was a beautiful one, as we just lurked up Baker Mayfield, read his eyes perfectly, and there's no way they're not going to give us playing time after that. But nonetheless, Jimmy's staying off the field all through the 4th quarter, watching overtime from the sidelines as we take a loss. It looks like even in the NFL, Jimmy's coaches are going to be against him. So in game 2, we're taking on the Vikings on the road. Looks like this time we're going to come in the 2nd quarter. And I do love that there's different scoreboards in Madden this year. That's kind of fun. And coach wants Jimmy to win some press battles today. That's not normally my style, but whatever it takes to get on the field, and we're going to lock up there. And press might be pretty good low key. We're going to do it on this down as well. And once again, locking the receiver up. I don't know if that's best for baiting up picks though. though. Vikings are putting a nice drive together though. Gotta lock up on the goal line, and they're just running it to the outside. We're gonna fly in and help out with the tackle. Give me that. Okay, 3rd and goal. Let's see. We're in this like outside zone, but it looks like they're all running to the other side, and quarterback's gonna scramble. Jimmy's gonna have to hunt him down, and he just slides at the goal line. What a weak move, bro. I'm honestly glad that Jimmy didn't have to make that tackle though. He's normally not great at one-on-one tackling, and that's not really the only time on the field we're gonna see all day. That's actually crazy. Give Jimmy a chance, coach. At least we got some coach trust, I guess. And okay, that actually looks like it earned us the cornerback 2 job, so he should be a starter now. So Jimmy will take the field as a starter for the first time against the Panthers. We'll see what kind of impact he can make today, and starting out in zone here, he is getting blocked to all hell, but the running back's still coming his way. He's gonna get a shot at a tackle and miss it, but it looks like they're actually gonna count it as a stat for us. Okay, looking good so far, and we've got some man coverage here in the slot. Looks like Jimmy's guys are running a crosser, and they're coming right to us. Give me that. It's gonna be the 2nd pick of Jimmy's career already, and I'm trying to run this back, but oh my god, bro. They still haven't fixed this camera angle glitch. Listen, EA, please, this glitch, it's been in the game for like 5 or 6 years. How do we not have this figured out by now? Have none of you guys played cornerback career mode? That's actually crazy, but at least we got a nice little pick. It does seem like coach wants Jimmy to play the slot just like he did in college, but so far I'm not minding it, and they're going corner route. Oh my god, we're gonna get another pick. I didn't even think I was in great position there, but Jimmy coming through with the great hands almost gets up out of there for his first pick 6 as well. And the stats are looking elite to start off the season. The transition to the NFL seems to be going well. This game's going great. It's like as soon as Jimmy steps onto the field, this is becoming a winning team. We're up 13-0 just like that, and picking up another tackle. Playing main coverage has been great so far, and looks like our dude is running a flat route here. I'm trying to bait that up, and they're gonna come our way. Oh, I just barely missed the pick 6. Was so close to playing that perfectly. We gotta lock him down here on the goal line. They're going for the 4th and goal, and we just got the flat route. I'm trying to bait that up, and oh, please throw that my way. Come on, Bryce Young. We get the sack though, and a huge goal line stop. So defense ended up playing pretty much perfect in the first half. 0 points allowed, but the Panthers coming right back at us. Gonna go to a corner route here. And one thing I'm noticing early on in this game, the coverage animations are just a little bit glitchy. A lot of corners like running by receivers making catches they probably shouldn't make. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Offense gets 3 points. That should be just enough to keep this game at arm's length. And Carolina's been driving it, but this play is gonna decide the game. We got a 4th down, and they're gonna go to the other side. We get the swat, and that should hopefully end this game. What I want here is for offense to kill 2 minutes of clock, but leave us just a nice 30 seconds to get another pick. Look at that play from our linebacker, by the way. And that's pretty much exactly what we got actually. So we can just bait up, try to get some picks, and they're coming our way here. We're not in great position though, and that was a crazy catch from the receiver. And that did end up being our last shot, but we get a critical dub to move to 1-2. And it was an absolutely great game from Jimmy. We get an A coach rating. And next up, we got a home game. Man, look at that statue. That's kind of creepy. Taking on the Washington Commanders. This could be a tough matchup. We'll see. So far, Jimmy's been playing pretty good coverage here in the slot and main coverage. He's had a lot easier time in the NFL than in college, but they're going over top, and looks like his teammate got cooked. It's going to be a Commanders touchdown. And offense gets nothing. Jimmy's going to have to try to make a play here, and staying in main coverage, they're going with a little fade ball, and yep, I'm going to bait this up. Give me that. 4th pick on the season. Jimmy's going crazy, and that should help this team get back in this game. Let's go get a touchdown offense. Jimmy is just immediately showing how impactful of a player he can be. He's more than worth his draft grade. Should have gone higher for sure. And defense is starting to get it together now. But offense definitely hasn't been great so far. Michael Penix has got to get those boys going. We continue to play great coverage though. I was hoping he'd throw that corner out. To be honest, the movement on this game feels really similar to Madden 25, which is good because I love the movement on Madden 25. But I think it might actually be a little bit easier to play corner on here than it is on college football. But getting a win in this one is definitely not going to be easy. Washington's offense is a lot harder to deal with. Getting a nice little pass break up there though. Some solid zone coverage instincts from Jimmy. He's definitely more of a man coverage player. We'll see what we get here on 3rd down. Looks like he's just guarding a slant, and Daniel's trying to take off. We need somebody to make a tackle, but nobody's home. And the Commanders are going to take a 7-point lead. We're really having a tough time with keeping Daniels contained in the run game. And he's going to read option here. Jimmy's the last line of defense, but flying in for a big hit. Sit down. Once again, that tackling ability, not really something that we saw from Jimmy in college. And trying to bait up this fade ball, Daniel's going to take off again. We cannot keep this guy in the pocket at all. He's going to slide down, and it looks like Jimmy's actually coming off the field for the goal line. So Washington gets another touchdown, but offense thankfully answers to keep us in the game. Clearly though, one pick and sound coverage is not enough. We need a pick 6 or something out of Jimmy. He does get a nice tackle here, and we'll have a 3rd and 4. He's manned up in the slot. His guy's gonna run a flat. Oh no, it's a wheel route. Jimmy is cooked, boys. I was getting ready to bait up the flat route, was not expecting that at all, and it's gonna be a huge gain. We're gonna have to chase that dude down from behind. So the first blown coverage of Jimmy's NFL career. He was just playing too aggressive. And with that, we head to the 4th quarter. Need a play to make up for it here down on the goal line. Just sitting in zone coverage on 3rd down, and we should have everything locked up, but Daniel's getting away again. The quarterback scramble might just be OP in this game, and our defensive linemen aren't doing anything at all to stop it. Okay, offense gets a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. We've still got a chance. With just over 2 minutes left, we got to try to make a play. They're going to go with another QB run though, and we're going to stop them just short of the sticks. So here's our last chance. 3rd and 2, could be a run or a pass, and a little motion. Is this a swing screen or something? Nope, it's a run to the other side, and we stack him up short of the sticks. Now it's on our offense to try to go get a touchdown. Let's see if Penix and Co can clutch up. We're up to the mercy of the sim, but sadly they can't get anything. We dropped to 1-3 on the season. Washington's QB run game was just too tough to stop, and Jimmy did have, I would say, a good game overall. Giving up that 3rd down was pretty big though. So sitting at 1-3, we desperately need to win, but taking on the 4-1 Bills, this is going to be tough. Jimmy will have to go crazy in this one. Hopefully we can get some help from our teammates this time though, and they're going the other way. Our cornerback's going to get the pick, and that should put us in a pretty good spot. All right, so 3-0 to start out the game. That's what we like to see. So a good start from this defense, but after another stop, offense turned it over. Just gifted the balls to the Bills on the goal line, and they're going to punch it in for a touchdown. Maybe our offense is kind of woken up though. They're able to get a touchdown to make it 10-7. Now we got to make a plays, boys. Come on, manned up in the slot here. I was expecting a slant route, but it looks like this is actually going to be a corner. This is Jimmy's route, but he's going to get beat, and that'll be a huge gain for the 2nd game in a row. So definitely some rookie growing pains here, a few just bad plays, and they've been pretty costly too. The Bills are going to get a touchdown, and he's going to watch from the sideline on a critical 3rd and goal as the Bills just run it to the fullback, and okay, we actually get a stop, and looks like they're going to go for it. Jimmy's back on the field for 4th down, just playing the flats and trying to maybe bait something up. Josh Allen is just going to take off though, and the quarterback scramble kills us in the red zone again. Things are looking dire headed into the 4th quarter. We desperately need a stop, but they're coming to us here up the seam, and here we go. Jimmy's going to get a pick. I was a little bit worried we were beat, but we timed the jump perfectly, and now offense has a chance to go down and win the game. All right, come on, Penix. You had a chance last week and couldn't do it. Let's see what offense has got. They've got nothing, and that's going to do it for this one. Another loss, and another game where Jimmy had a pretty bad play, but he was at least able to make up for it with the pick. Jimmy's been having a great statistical season, but if we want to stay in the playoff picture, we need to dub at the 49ers, and baiting up the out route here, he's going to get a diving pick. Let's go. I'm trying to get up, and we're not going to be able to turn it into a return, but that was maybe Jimmy's best play yet. Beautiful read and beautiful ball skills. With that start, this game's actually going pretty well so far. Offense is doing their thing. We're up 10-0. One more big play from Jimmy could put us in the driver's seat. Gotta try to get a stop here before halftime though, and I'm baiting this flat route so hard, but dude, quarterbacks, like, just get out of the pocket when they're down here in the red zone, and our defense can't do anything to stop them. Our linebackers and linemen just aren't athletic enough. And this game's looking tight headed into the 4th quarter. Offense has gone quiet, but Jimmy guarding a little slant here, and they're coming right to him. Give me that. A 2nd pick on the day, and this will put offense in beautiful position. Let's go. Just like that, we got a 10-point lead on one of the best teams in the NFL. Can we hold on for 2 minutes? Unfortunately, on a big 3rd and 5 play, Jimmy's watching from the sideline as Brock Purdy frantically scrambles around and somehow like throws the ball backhanded out of the back of the end zone. That was truly interesting. Okay, so can offense kill the clock here? I assume they're taking a field goal, and yep, zeros hit the clock. We finally get a dub against the 49ers, and Jimmy absolutely balled out. Only 2 tackles, but had 2 huge interceptions. Totally flipped the game on its head. So next up, we got the Dolphins, and I played this game pretty much all the way through, getting 2 interceptions, and then EA's servers went down and kicked me out. So hopefully we can replicate that performance this time around, but the Dolphins have a great receiving core, so it could be tough on this secondary. They've already driven it right down the field, and they're going to punch it in on the play action for the touchdown. And going towards the end of the 2nd quarter, this game is not looking so hot. Miami's been basically moving the ball at will on our defense, and Jimmy hasn't really done anything so far. Just trying to play sound coverage, but there's always someone open, it seems like. And we're going to need to make some risky plays here in the 2nd half to get back in it. I don't have a lot of faith in our offense scoring too much more, and we need something to happen here on 3rd and 6. Miami's deep in our territory, and going with some play action, they're going to go up top. We need our cornerback to make a play, and thankfully he at least swats the ball away. A pick there would have been super nice though. An offense goes on a long drive where they get absolutely nothing, not even a field goal to keep us in it. Something's got to happen soon, and this could be it. They're motioning out a guy. We're going to bait up the streak route, and the ball's coming Jimmy's way. I can't see where it's it's coming, but we're going to get hands on it. Not quite able to come down with the interception. They did definitely make it so that the quarterbacks put a little bit more air under the ball. And it's a shame because it feels like that was probably our shot to get back in it, especially the way Miami's just cutting up our coverage at will. At this point, the clock's running down. Our only chance would be a stop, a quick score, and an onside kick, which I don't think is happening based on our sim luck so far. We're able to get the stop, but it's too late. Offense did nothing, and Miami just had their way with our defense. Not a bad game from Jimmy, but definitely missed some opportunities. At this point, we desperately need a dub at New England, and playing in the rain here, Jimmy got a bad jump on this man coverage, but for some reason, dude didn't throw it right away, and going across the field, he chucks it at the worst time, and Jimmy is on it. This is finally going to be our first pick six, as we will get into the end zone despite this ridiculous camera glitch. So we're off to a great start here. Hopefully this is just a nice, easy game, maybe even a blowout, but New England's going up top, and so much for that. The guy who's above the depth chart on Jimmy gets torched, and it's a tie game. It looks like Jimmy is really going to have to put this team on its back for it to succeed, and staying in man coverage, he's going to box this dude up and get the pick, showing some great ball skills, and we might just have a chance to take this to the crib. Just got to outrun some big men, but we didn't quite have the angle. Still another great play. The bad news is that offense instantly turned it back over, so hopefully New England doesn't get anything before halftime. And Jimmy's up against the tight end here. They're going to go up top, and bro, we get a flag, and the Patriots are going to get a crazy catch regardless. We just got to make sure we at least hold them to a field goal here, and they're running the corner route. This is beautiful coverage from Jimmy. Please throw the ball, bro. I thought we had us one there for sure, and guarding the slant, Jimmy's going to get tried again. That's not going to go anywhere though, and New England's just going to have to take a timeout and kick the field goal as we head to the third quarter tied up. Defense is going to have to be pretty much perfect in the second half, it feels like, and Jimmy guarding a corner route. That was a beautiful route by the receiver, but Jimmy's still all over it and gets the diving pick for his third of the day. Bro, if we lose this game, I swear to God, Jimmy has been doing everything he can. And yet, we find ourselves in a situation where New England even getting in field goal range means the end of this game, and they're already starting to inch close. We got a chance to get a stop here on third down, staying in the same zone, and I think I should have baited up that flat route more. We're going to get an incompletion though. New England will try a 55-yard field goal in the rain for the win. Come on, Sim. You've screwed us over a few times this season. Let's see what happens. Okay, looks like we're in overtime. Offense wasn't able to get anything, but we'll take it. Defense is going to have to clutch up, and with the heavy rain coming down, these receivers are seriously slipping, as there's going to be a tip drill over on the other side, and we're going to get the pick. Let's go. This is going to put offense in great position. All they need to do is get us a field goal. Let's see. Can they do it? Yes, they can. We get a big dub on the road, and Jimmy was undoubtedly the MVP, coming through with 3 interceptions, including a pick 6. Through 8 games, 2 of which he barely even played in, Jimmy's got 10 interceptions. He's putting up MVP numbers in his rookie season. But if you watch my Nick Sabaka Jr. series, you already know how hard it is to win MVP as a cornerback. So we're going to have to continue putting up crazy stats. And now we're taking on the Colts. They're coming in at 6-3, and this could be very tough. This defense is going to need to make some plays to get the dub, and Richardson trying to scramble is going to fumble the ball. Jimmy's trying to pick it up, tumbling around, but eventually gets it with one hand. Let's go. The first fumble recovery of his career. And look at him cheesing here during the team celebration. He's having a great season. We're seeing what Jimmy can do when he has a coach who actually trusts him and puts him in good positions. And we've got Indianapolis on upset alert. 13-0 feels like a solid lead, but the way the offense tends to slack in terms of scoring touchdowns, we might not get another one from them for the entire game. So we got to keep locking up, sitting in man coverage here, and we get this flat route. I wish I'd baited that up a little bit more, and they're going up top. You already know what this means. Our dude on the outside got cooked, and Indianapolis has a touchdown just like that. We got a big third down here, watching for a run. They will go right up the middle, and we get the stop. Come on, offense. Like I said though, we can't expect too much from our offense, and that missed extra point looking kind of scary right now. All it takes is one play for Indianapolis to take the lead. It's going to need to be a big play from our defense, and we're getting a flat route here. I'm doing my best to bait this up, and Jimmy is just going to miss it. Damn it. I wasn't expecting Richardson to throw on the run so fast, and we do give up the touchdown, but it was in service of trying to make a play that needed to be made. Hopefully we get bailed out here by the sim. Come on, Penix. One time, just get us a field goal. Let's go. They get a touchdown. All right, I won't complain about them anymore. All that we need to do is stop them from getting a touchdown here. They've only got one timeout, but we're in zone coverage, and I shouldn't have bid on the hook route. Richardson is just going to float that over Jimmy. No timeouts for the Colts, though. We still got a chance. Time taking under a minute, and it's looking like a corner route over here. They go to the other side, though, and oh no. First and goal from the 2. Are you kidding me? All right, probably not going to be a run here. Let's see what we've got. Gonna play the flats, and okay, curl route's open. but Richardson just runs up the middle, dives into the end zone, and that is probably going to do it for this one. But okay, we technically have a chance. If we were going to get a pick 2 on this 2-point conversion here, let's see what happens. Richardson's just running around, running in circles, and we can't get him. Pick 2 there would have been crazy, and now offense only has 24 seconds. But oh my god, somehow they got a field goal and they get a touchdown in overtime. What is going on? This offense has suddenly decided to become clutch, and Jimmy has a chance to make up for his poor coverage, baiting the zig route here, and ooh, I thought he was about to throw that. Would have been a pick 6. Now it seems we just got to keep everything in front of us and going with a little vertical play. We got a zone right there, and he knocks it out. Come on, boys, let's not choke this away again. 12 seconds. They're going from the pistol and running the ball. Bro, what is the CPU doing? Do they not have to pay attention to the clock here? Nope, I guess they just haven't fixed the clock management from the CPU. I guess we'll take it, man. We snatch victory from the jaws of defeat thanks to our offense. Probably Jimmy's worst game of the season so far. We got the fumble recovery, but that was it. And now we take on Carolina, a team that Jimmy played very well against last time. We'll see if he can replicate that performance today. Already nice little tackle for loss there on 3rd down. The Panthers are just going to run the ball. Jimmy abandoned his gap, but he's going to get back to it and help with the 3rd down stop. Our offense, which should be hot, is going to be in great position. And they get a touchdown. His offense turned over a new leaf, boys. And man, I love these uniforms. I might start wearing these more than the normal ones. They definitely look better than the current Falcons uniforms. The Panthers are starting to put a drive together. I've noticed they're really running the ball heavy, and we can't get off the block on that one. Hubbard's going to score easily. And suddenly, it's kind of seems like the floodgates are opening. Bryce Young is really picking this defense apart at this point. Our secondary hasn't gotten cooked this bad in a minute. No action yet for Jimmy. We got to make something happen soon, and I'm sensing a corner route coming here. I'm going to try to bait that up, but oh no, I baited it up way too much. We're not going to be able to get hands on this. It's a perfectly placed ball from Young, and Jimmy gives up a critical touchdown. And at this point, nothing short of a pick 6 is going to make up for that. This game could be pretty much over, and moving down to 4-6 will seriously hurt our playoff hopes. Hopefully they try to pass it here on 3rd down, and that's exactly what we're going to get, trying to beat up the flat, but they have the other side wide open, and it looks like whatever that was is going to go to the house and kill our hopes at a comeback. So that turned out to be a tough one. Another really poor game for Jimmy. Didn't make much of an impact on defense apart from that touchdown that he gave up. Obviously we got to be better. We desperately need a bounce back game, and the 1-9 Saints should be a good team to bounce back against, except on their first drive they're marching right down the field. I don't know who their quarterback is, but he's throwing dimes and they're going to get in the end zone for a touchdown. And even though these guys only have 1 win, it looks like they might just take us down to the wire. Defense has got to step up, and thankfully we will get an interception. Won't be Jimmy this time, but we'll take what we can get. So we head to the 4th quarter of a mostly uneventful game, just barely winning, and I'm starting to get nervous. A loss in this game would almost certainly put us out of the playoff picture, and it would just be downright embarrassing, but it's looking more and more likely as this game goes on. This 3rd down might just decide the game, and we've got an outside zone here. I'm trying to bait up that out route, but they're going to go with the corner route, and we've got a man there making the pick, and Jimmy's teammates are stepping up big time in this game. Terrell Jr. with one of the plays of the season so far. But offense wasn't quite able to kill the clock, and defense hasn't been very good in crunch time. Hopefully that changes here, and Jimmy baiting up the flat routes is going to dive and get a pick. Let's go. The clutchest play of his NFL career so far, and that's going to do it for this game. That's the play that we've been waiting for. So we get a critical win to stay just within a hair of 500, and Jimmy is the hero. Only had 2 tackles, but that interception was big. Thankfully, next up is what should be another semi-easy matchup against the Jets. They got Justin Fields at quarterback, and he is going to put Jimmy in the ground for a touchdown here on this drive. This game's looking pretty iffy. Offense isn't doing anything. Defensively, things have been very uneventful outside of that one play. Seems like another game where we will have to rely on turnovers to win, but the Jets have been pretty careful to stay away from Jimmy, and going over the middle here, they're going to take a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Offense has got to help us out, but nope. Instead, offense goes and turns it over. They've just had a terrible game today against one of the worst defenses in the NFL too. 3rd and 11, this might be our last chance to get a pick. Jets running a little motion play action and just trying to dump it off. Oh, I was hoping that would be a pick. So they're going to have to kick a field goal, but with 2 minutes left, it probably won't matter. Okay, they got a quick touchdown. If we can get another stop, they'll at least have a chance. Just got to lock up for 3 downs, and we know the run's coming. Jimmy's just going to shoot the gap and sit down the running back. These situations are always a good chance to rack up some tackles for loss. And just like that, we got the Jets to 3rd down. It's pretty unlikely that they pass it here, but you just never know. And yeah, okay, they're just going to run it up the middle. That actually looked kind of scary, but we get the stop. Can offense clutch up? We need a touchdown with a minute left. Sadly, they didn't get far, so we are going to be the Jets' 3rd win of the season. And Jimmy didn't play bad, but he also didn't make much of an impact. No interceptions today. Season's not over yet. Next up, we got the 5-7 Seahawks. A win today could maybe keep us in the playoff chase. It is looking like we'd pretty much have to run the table at this point, but if Jimmy goes crazy enough, I think we can do it. Going's been slow so far, man. On a 3rd and 7 here, we got a flat zone, and trying to guard this corner out, they don't throw it, but throwing the halfback angle, and dude is gonna fumble the ball. Jimmy's in the right place at the right time to pick it up, and he's gonna get his 2nd fumble recovery of the season, showing some quick instincts to help out with the turnover. Unfortunately, offense wasn't able to cash that in, but I'm starting to get a good feeling about this game, and Seattle going with a flat route here. We bait it up, and we're on it. This is gonna go back to the bank for, I believe, Jimmy's 2nd pick 6 of the season, and we're in business here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if we can get another one before halftime. I think the Seahawks are going to keep passing it and going with a play action. Jimmy's guarding the slant, and they're going to throw this ball late. We get the pick, and we're going crazy in this game. 3 turnovers already, and Jimmy's going to hit a nasty juke move to get up out of there. Would have been crazy if we could have taken that to the crib, but that puts offense in great position, and they're at least going to be able to get a field goal for us. We're looking good heading into the 2nd half. I'm not trying to stop here, though. If we want to make a run in an MVP, Jimmy's going to have to keep putting up stats and sit down. Jimmy's been showing an impressive amount of hit power this season, and I feel like this is the game where he's really put all of his skills together. He's truly reaching his potential as a player, and we got to clutch up down here in the red zone. Clearly offense isn't going to help us out too much, and Jimmy's sitting in the cover 3 baiting up the deep ball, and they're coming his way. Give me that. A 3rd pick on the day, and this has become Jimmy's best game of the season. Just baited that up to perfection, and this time offense goes down and gets a touchdown. We got a nice little safety net. We can just start baiting stuff up, and I think I'm figuring out Madden 26, boys. These cover 3 zones are money, and Jimmy's gonna get his 4th pick of the day. Can we take this to the crib? We should have some blockers, but Noah Fant trying to run us down. He's just barely gonna get Jimmy on the sideline. So we're gonna get the dub in that one, and it's hard to say that we would have won that game without Jimmy's performance. Had one of the only 2 touchdowns of the day and 3 picks to add to that. Don't forget about that fumble recovery too. And thankfully, along with the on-field performance, Jimmy seems to finally be building a decent relationship with the coaching staff. Maybe the NFL coaches just understand his play style a little bit better. And with 15 interceptions already, I would think that we're making a pretty good run at the MVP watch here. Still not seeing Jimmy's name on the list though. However, defense of the year, he's almost definitely got locked down at this point. Just gotta continue balling out as we're taking on that 8-5 Buccaneers next. And so far this game's off to a pretty good start. Somewhat uneventful, but offense did a nice job getting a touchdown early on. And for some reason in these cornerback career modes, I usually get a lot of picks off of Baker Mayfield. Hopefully this game's no exception, but oh man, I baited that up just a little bit too much. Should have just kept running with him, and that's going to turn into a touchdown. Our safety didn't help us out. Got to bounce back here in the 2nd half, and sitting in man coverage, they're going with a little seam route, and Jimmy is all over that, but can't quite make the pick. I feel like it's okay to just go for the swat in that situation though. And offense has unfortunately gone quiet in this 3rd quarter. So definitely a tough situation heading into the 4th quarter, but here on this 3rd and short, we're running a cover 2, and our boys up front are going to get a sack. Big stop from this defense, but offense just can't get it going right now for some reason. And at this point, it's starting to feel like that touchdown that Jimmy gave up basically lost us the game. We've got little to no hope here headed down to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 1, here's our last chance. Feel like this has got to be a run, and they're just going to go right up the middle. Did he pick that up? Yeah, they're going to give it to him. And Tampa Bay, unfortunately, just going to be able to kneel this out. Definitely a bit disappointing following Jimmy's 4 interception performance. And with 8 losses, our playoff hopes might be down the drain. And we got a battle of the 6 and 8 teams here headed to Arizona. Offense has already exceeded their total from last week, so hopefully this is a better day. And I want to see Jimmy close out the season strong. Let's have another big statistical game in this one, and baiting up the play action here. His dude is running a post route, and Jimmy is all over that, getting the pick. His frame really came into play there as he was just able to outbody the wide receiver, and that's going to shut down a promising drive before half for the Cardinals. Defense has played pretty much perfect in this game, pitching a shutout, and offense has done their part too, as we're seeing a little C route here, and all over that. Jimmy will get a 2nd pick on the day, and that should pretty much close this one up. So a great win there as we completely shut down the Cardinals. Jimmy actually didn't have a single tackle on the day, but played great coverage coming through with 2 interceptions. Okay, so 7 and 8 playoffs still could be possible, and we're taking on a fringe team here in the Rams, as oh man, we just barely missed a pick on the opening drive. The Rams are marching right downfield on this first drive, but on 3rd down, they're just going with a run, and our run defense has been pretty good. Offense has also been on a good run the last couple games. They go down and get a touchdown before halftime. So we're in a good spot here. Potential to just bait something up and try to get a pick, and they're going to the backfield. This is going to be a huge tackle for loss, and Jimmy's going to try to get in on this flying in, and I wasn't expecting to get that animation, but it's going to turn out to be like a 14-yard loss. They just did not give bro forward progress. Will they actually pass the ball here though? Nope. Just going to run it to the outside. We'll take a timeout and give offense a shot. They do give the ball right back to the Rams though, so that'll take us to the break in what's been a defensive game. We got to go have a great second half here. Feels like Jimmy's due for a pick, just got to make sure we don't give up a big play in the process. And we're running a lot of man coverage. The Rams are going to torch it eventually. We do have a big third down here. Jimmy's just manned up against the slot receiver, and they're just running hitches with like a little screen. Okay, we'll take that, I guess. Not much of a play call in that situation from the Rams, but offense isn't really doing anything to help us. Defense is going to have to clutch up late in the fourth quarter, and that's a big coverage sack. Got to keep everything in front of us here and sitting in the cover two. They're going to the flat. Oh man, I should have been on that quicker. Could have easily been a pick six to seal this game up. Instead, we're going to have a 3rd and 9, sticking with the cover two, and they just go with a screen. We're going to keep the outside contain and get that tackle for loss. Beautiful defensive play from Jimmy. All right, come on offense, at least get us 3 boys. Okay, they do it, and they only leave the Rams 58 seconds on the clock. All we got to do now is seal this game up. And on 3rd and 2, Stafford's rolling out and takes the sack. A lot of times going to run off the clock here too. All right, here we go. 4th and 10 for the game. What do we got here? Looks like Stafford's just going to go to the wheel route. What are you doing, buddy? Defense locks up to cap off a great performance. And Jimmy didn't even need to get any picks, just played sound fundamental ball. That's a big one. Moving to 8 and 8 definitely gives us a shot at the playoffs as we head into our final game of the season here. A win in this final game could give us a shot to sneak in as a wild card, and we're taking on the 2 and 14 Saints, although I wouldn't say this is going to be an easy game given how last game against them went. For some reason, Spencer Rattler and this offense were actually pretty good against us earlier in the season, but they're going to a wheel route here and Jimmy's all over it, and this has a chance to be a pick six. We've got the perfect angle and no one's going to be fast enough to catch us. Jimmy will strut into the end zone to crack this game open, and we are in business here in the first quarter. But we can't relax here. Offense turned the ball over and the Saints have it right down in our territory, as I was hoping Rattler would throw me that out route there. I swear, man, I'm going to be so mad if we lose to a 2 and 14 team after opening up the game with a pick six. But the way this drive is going, it looks like it could definitely be possible. Saints are going to run it to the outside here on 2nd and goal, and I'm trying to get off the block, but Jimmy's block shedding is like 60 or something like that, and the Saints are going to tie this thing up just like that. Offense was at least able to get a field goal, but we need to keep on making plays on defense and guarding the zig route. Spencer Rattler is going to come our way again, and it's going to be another pick six. Jimmy is dominating this game so far, and he's got to be inching close to 20 picks on the season if he's not there already. This game is, of course, not over yet though. Saints are already driving it again. A 10-point lead feels pretty good, but it could evaporate quickly. Gonna hang out in a little cover two here, hoping to bait up the flats, but they're gonna go to the other side, and Olave breaks out of a tackle, find on the end zone. We're letting the Saints move the ball too easy. Offense was able to come out of halftime with a big touchdown though. Now we just gotta lock up, and they're going with a little C route. We're on it, and Jimmy gets his 3rd pick of the day. Could this be a 3rd pick six? No one's gonna catch him. Jimmy takes it into the end zone, and man, if this isn't an MVP performance, I don't know what is. Jimmy showing off some MVP dance moves in the end zone as well. That was just perfect coverage, man. Read the route from the jump, blanketed it, and dominated the receiver for the pick. We haven't gotten a lot of situations like this, but this is a good time. Up by 17 points, we can just bait up picks. And on 4th down, we're in a cover 3. They're just gonna launch this. And Jimmy was so quick to catch up to being a couple steps behind that he actually got behind the receiver a little bit out of position. We're not quite able to make the pick. Still nice play in coverage though. And offense gets another touchdown. Now we can really get hyper aggressive and baiting up the deep ball again. Rattler's gonna put a ton of air under this, but same thing, we just got to catch up to it, and look at the ball skills from Jimmy to somehow come down with that. We got a shot at another return too. If we could turn this into a 4th pick six, that would be wild. We're gonna have to do some work though, and I tried to juke back to the middle. It's not quite gonna work out. So we blow the doors off the Saints in our final game of the season. Jimmy clearly wants that playoff berth more than anything, and regardless of what happened, this capped off a magnificent regular season from him, the best we've ever seen from a cornerback since the days of Nick Sabaka Jr. for sure. Sadly, it looks like we weren't quite able to sneak into the playoffs. We were the last team out. If any of these teams would have lost, we would have had a chance. But regardless, an insane season. Jimmy won Defensive Player of the Year as a rookie. And checking out the stats, he had 32 solo tackles, 28 assists, 6 for loss, 21 interceptions, 3 deflections as well, a forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, and 5 pick sixes. An elite record-breaking season. So yeah, I'll see you boys in the next one. Be sure to drop a like and comment on the video. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you, and have a good one. Peace.